Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the world of Fate Stay Night, where once we get back into it, I'm going to be on the verge of a nervous breakdown. But before we get to that, we need to calm ourselves down before we start freaking out. I'm not going to freak out here. We're going to have a good time. Cool, relax. We're going to chill out. First, we gotta get the vocal warm-ups in before we prepare with our silly voice acting, and what better than some good old-fashioned, well, we're not belting, but some classic duets. Go with a little bit of Phantom. Surprised I haven't done any Phantom. I do love Phantom, but I'm not good at singing Phantom. I don't have the voice for any Phantom roles, really. Well, I could probably play one of the two theater owners at some point. Perhaps Prima Donna. We'll do Prima Donna one day. That would be a fun one. But let's go with something more namesakey. In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? And now I find the Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. Sing once again with me our strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind. Those who have seen your face draw back in fear. I am the mask you wear, it's me they hear. Your spirit and my voice in one combined. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind. In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery were both in you. And in this labyrinth where night is blind, the Phantom of the Opera is here inside my mind. Sing, my angel of music. And we do not go into the next part because I ain't got that voice. I don't nearly got the voice to sing that. Oh, you trying to think you kidding? I ain't got that high C. No, I don't. Let's get back to the good times. Some puzzle cross stories now. Back to Fate Stay Night and my never-ending panic attack of, does Fujini get out of this alive? Answer, I don't know. Where we last left off.
We had date night. It was a super fun date. We had a lot of great fun with Tosaka and Saber. We had some desserts. We tried on some glasses. We played a little bit of baseball at the batting cages. Had ourselves a nice, lovely picnic. Everything was going super duper great, and then we got back to the house, and oh no, Taiga has been taken captive by Castor. And our choice is to obey her, and she lets Taiga go, or refuse, and she kills Taiga. We tried to obey, because in my mind, with the threat in front of him, Shiro wasn't going to let Taiga die, despite the obvious disaster outcome which was going to happen. But it led to a bad end, so we have no choice but to refuse. Let's see how this goes. I refuse. I won't take up your offer. I say to the mage, without looking away. Oh boy. 3 people gasp. Nobody here expected me to choose that option. Wait a second. Okay, that's fun. It actually had, like, even though I only have Castor's voice activated, that sound clip literally has them all combined. So if we have one of them activated, we hear all of them, of Castor, Saber, and Tosaka. First time we've gotten to hear Saber's voice in a bajillion years. I think ever. Yeah, I get your argument. I think what you're saying is correct. If we can avoid battles, we should avoid them. And if the Holy Grail can be shared, we should share it. Uh-oh. My desk just broke. Minor break. I can fix it later. I can get tape. I can fix that. But I won't cooperate with a witch who attacks people indiscriminately. Your argument's correct, but your method's wrong. And one more thing. I wasn't forced to be a mage. I succeeded my own man out of my own will. You have no right to say anything about it. Castor's voice is filled with murderous intent. You. At the same time, Saber braces herself on seeing that. Don't move, Saber! I stop her with all my might. Please don't move, Saber. You two, Tosaka, we can't move right now. You'll be killed if any of us move. This house, I would lose the person who's been like my older sister and stayed with me until now in this very living room. Shiro, idiot, then why did you refuse? They both stopped. Thanks, guys. I take one step towards Castor, trying to hide them. Smile returns to Castor's face. That arm. The left arm that was carrying Fujini slowly points to me. How unfair! Are you going to kill Shiro when he isn't resisting? Oh. Saber's breath stops. Apologize, Saber, in my head. And I take one step closer to Castor. Got it. But how should I give you the command spell? I don't know how to hand it over to people. I skipped that part of the tutorial on this round. Shiro, it's no use.
邪魔が入らなければ移植はできるのだけど、ここでは望めそうにない。落ち着ける
We're
場所
about to
に
get
移動しない
teleported, aren't
と
we?
移植は無理でしょう。皮ごと剥ぎ取りなさい。
Or not. Oh. Stupid foreshadowing. Black Witch said it with a smile. That is it. Shiro, please give up on Taiga. We cannot let Casta get away with her. Get her away any further. I agree. First of all, she's not one to release the hostage. She will use you until the end if you obey her. Both of them are right. That's why for now I can only apologize to them in my head. Take it. That's what you want, right? I raise my left arm. Caster should be able to take away my command spell along with my flesh with just one word. Now, Shiro, what's wrong with you? There's no need to go that far to save someone else. You don't know Shiro. You should know Shiro well enough by now that he's going to do that. There is. If I'm able to save Fujini at the cost of just one arm, no need to think about it. I show my left arm to Caster.
いいわ。こちらに来なさい。エミヤ、何を企んでいるかは知らないけど、どんな奇襲より私の指の方が早いのだから。
Caster doesn't seem to trust me, and she carefully puts distance between us. I walk closer. Everyone's get up in my personal space. Now time for me to take the initiative. Caster is right in front of me, and I am far from the other two. I walk to a position where I couldn't escape, and I offer my left arm. Black Witch watches me in astonishment.
驚いたわ。大した善人ね、坊や。いいわ。あなたの誠意に免じて。
Oh, Caster's so nice! Thank you for returning the hostage. Her robes flutter. While keeping her grip on Fujini's neck with her left arm, Caster takes out a dagger with her remaining right hand. Twitch didn't give you the notification. Boo, Twitch, how dare you? I assume you've got like the little bell thingy. You missed some Phantom of the Opera, and you missed me clicking the accept button. And I am now seeing the foreshadowing from the last episode talking about when Archer was like, yeah, if it gets that bad again, you'll remove your... When it happened to me, I had my left arm, or I had my arm removed or something like that. So, and Shiro is now teasing her, just like, yeah, take my arm. So it's just like, okay, are we just doing this now? Are we doing this on like day, what is this, like 11? Yeah, day 11. Are we just straight up, like, we're removing arms now? We might be. We'll see where it's going. Caster takes out a dagger with her remaining right hand. Are we finally going to learn about this stupid sword? Stupid Technicolor dagger thing? He swings her dagger. It goes not for my arm, but towards my chest as if to take out my heart. Casta! She explodes! Saber, you self-destruct! I really hope it's super effective! I hope that Caster is not a ghost type. Saber steps in with a speed I could only imagine. That speed must have been faster than Caster expected, as she's unable to react as her dagger's repelled. Caster retreats and Saber goes after her. She must have realized she can't get away. Smiling happily, Caster puts her strength into her right arm and... Oh, stop, Saber! I pray from the bottom of my heart and then extend my raised left arm. We just used our last command spell. We just used our last reason that Caster was keeping Fujini alive. I feel like we might have just made a mistake. But this is linear. I didn't have a choice in this part.
Shiro, you used the command spell!
Saber stops. Her movements are stopped by an absolute obedience enforced by the command spell. And there. With a thud. The dagger is stabbed as easily as making footsteps in snow. That seems bad. I'm gonna go bad. But on the plus side, unlike the last route, it's on the last route. It seemed that dagger, when she hit Saber with it, it stole our command spells. So we don't have any command spells to steal. So maybe this is good. I'm sure Saber can live with a hole in her chest. I mean, she's a servant, not a human, right? Oh. What? An illusion as though time has stopped. Saber looks down at her own chest, dumbfounded. Asta, you...
そう。これが私の宝具よ、セイバー。何の殺傷能力もない。儀礼用の鍵に過ぎない。
No lethality! Heck yeah!
けれど、これはね、あらゆる契約を覆す裏切りの刃。主を裏切り、その剣を私に預けなさい。
It breaks any contract? Okay, who from history has, like, contract-breaking powers? Like, where do we go with that? Who's famous for, like, betrayals and contract breaking? Like, I'm thinking, like, maybe the Garden of Eden and the Fruit of Knowledge. Like, could this be, like, Eve or Satan? Who's like a famous betrayer? Is this Benedict Arnold? I wouldn't predict Benedict Arnold to be a caster. But if it is, he's looking good. Can I give a country as a hint? If we're going to find out soon who she is, yes, you can give a hint. But if, like, we don't find out until, like, the end of this route or not this route at all, please do not give a hint. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing okay, Skeeth. This is bad. She is from Colchis. I actually don't think I know that word. Oh. A red light shines through. Ominous magical energy flows out. It goes through Saber's whole body and destroys every rule that disciplined her. It completely cuts my connection with Saber. Saber crumbles to the floor. A bruise-like seal appears on her forehead. Oh! 3 seals appear on Caster. So not only does it nullify my contract, it just creates a whole new one. Oh! Never mind, I thought it was like, oh yeah, actually using the command spell is the perfect way to counter a noble phantasm. Never mind, maybe it isn't. This is bad! The command spell that binds servants. The proof of being Saber's master that used to be on me is now on her arm. Where did you get them? That's cheating, right?
驚いたかしら？これが私の宝具、ルールブレイカー。
Rule breaker.
この世界にかけられたあらゆる魔術を無効化する裏切りと否定の剣。
Nullifies any magecraft cast in the world. Not powerful at all.
Saber is panting on the floor, as if she's fighting against a poison that entered her body. You, a servant taking another servant.
使い場にしたのよ、お嬢さん。これで計画通り。
But Castor isn't a normal servant. I mean, Saber's not a normal servant. Like, as we learned in the Fate route, Saber is still technically human. Well, she still had to obey the command spells. This is gonna be weird.
エミやシローはマスターではなくなり、セイブこの娘さえ手中に収めてしまえば恐れるものは何もない。そうよ。あのバーサーカーが私を襲う。
Castor's going to go on the offense against Berserker. Okay. Okay. Still super bad. At least we got our best buddy Archer to help us out, right? Castor laughs loudly and holds the collapsed Fujini in her arms.
返してあげるわ、おバカさん。大事な人なんでしょ。なら死んでしまわないように最後まで頑張らないとダメよ。
Thanks, Castor. Appreciate it. Give me Fujini. Her body floats as if being pulled by an invisible arm. Fujini's body levitates. Fujini. I catch her at once. Fujini, are you alright? Fujini! There's no reply. Her body's warm. Fujini's unconscious, but she's breathing and doesn't have a single wound. Ooh, I sigh with relief.
満足したかしら。約束だものね。その娘は助けてあげる。それ先ほどの見せ物、頭にくるぐらい素敵だったから。けれど。
I see. Well, I figured it would be like this.
戯れはここまでよ、お嬢さん。
Try to live, Tosaka.
さあ、セイバー。アーチャーのマスターを仕留めなさい。邪魔をするようなら、あなたのマスターだった子も殺していいわ。
I'm sure this will go well. Don't be ridiculous. Who would obey you? Saber glares at Castor, still on her knees.
いいえ、従うのよ、セイバー。あなたはもう私のもの。この霊樹がある限り、身も心も私には逆らえない。
She can resist until you use the command spell, and even then, like, she might even still be able to fight back a little. Ugh. Saber's voice is filled with pain. But on the other hand, Saber's body slowly gets up against her will. Saber's body moves. She charges towards Tosaka at the same speed as before. And... Ow! So, is it because Castor is just so magically inclined? Like, it didn't look like she used a command spell. But maybe she did? This is bad. I'm feeling a dull pain in my shoulder. As I feel stabbed, I feel steel being stabbed into it. Saber's sword that should be invisible emerges faintly within my body. You idiot, why? I hear Tosaka's voice from right behind me, because I'm a self-sacrificing idiot. I feel like that's been established. But even if she says that, there's nothing I can do. Body just moved on its own. Above all, I didn't want to see Saber attack Tosaka. I'd rather her stick her sword in me. I am the sword pervert after all. I didn't want to see it, so I just went in between them. Ah! Body jumps. Saber sword does not stop. It rips my flesh and scrapes my collarbone. Blade will eventually tear the blood vessel in my neck and I'm gonna die. That's not good. Still carrying Fujini. Better, I could have used her as a shield, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of this entire sacrifice, so probably shouldn't do that.
Tasaka's behind me.
残念。もったいないわね。その子には興味があったのだけれど。
Faraway caster is saying something.
霊樹に従いなさい、セイバー。そのままもろとも切り落とせば二人減るわ。
Okay, she did use a command spell. Making sounds as if resisting it, Saber's arm shakes while stopping.
バカな。セイバーの大魔力は霊樹の縛りにさえ抗う。
Heck yeah! Thank you, overpowered magic resistance. Caster is astonished. Still looking down, Saber desperately bites her lip and pulls back her sword. A squeezed out whisper, something drips, probably my shoulder, crying from her downcast face. We got tears! Run, Shiro. Saber pleads with such earnesty that she might cough up blood. Shiro, come here. Hold on, Tosaka. Dealing with, big shoulder wound. Tosaka pulls my hand. Can't you grab the hand of the not stabbed arm? Wound in my shoulder is so hot, I cannot think properly. Still, I've got Fujini in my arms, so I accept that running is kind of my only option. Oh, I have no choice but to accept it. Saber. What a contradiction. She threw away her pride as a swordsman and told me to run. Accepting that wish would be the greatest consolation for her right now. But on the other hand, abandoning her tears and running away itself means losing her. I'm out of breath and running out of blood. I don't know where I ran, but when I realized it, I see a familiar Western-style mansion towering in front of me. Hopefully the stealing of the command spell, stealing of Saber from me, that contract within me, I really hope that also didn't steal, the magic sheath, which is keeping me alive right now. I'm still alive, so I assume I still have it, but it's not a guarantee with a weird, freaky rule breaker ability. Maybe she'd have to stab me for it to work like that. I don't know where I ran, but when I realize it, I see a familiar Western-style mansion. Shiro, over here. Are you conscious? Can you walk? Kind of. I run being pulled by someone. My body is kind of light. Must have gotten lighter after losing some of my insides, or did I just lose my senses? They said it was like stabbed in the shoulder and it seemed to go up towards the neck, so probably the wound is up here, not counting disemboweling. It does not go on the checklist. I am sorry. It needed to go a little bit lower. I needed it to be full on at least chest before I'd even consider it. But shoulder and up, no. Can't consider it disemboweling in my mind. The only weight I feel is Fujini's body that I'm holding in, the one arm that's working. Can't see good. We're walking. Like Fujimura there. Are you listening, Shiro? It's safe here. Just let go. Someone takes away person I'm holding. Heart in way despair. Body heavy. Body once light turns heavy. Can't stand. Blech. Archer, hurry. Take him to my room so I can treat him. I hear someone's voice. Body is heavy and hot. And I imagine it's turning red. I heard of that movie. I never saw that one. I haven't really seen Disney movie in a decade. But does it get hot when you put steel in fire and make sword? Heat, cool down. Am I sword? A room I don't know. Look up at the ceiling with a super hot head. Oh, I'm lying on a bed at least.
I can't heal this wound. You probably can't fight any longer with this wound, but you're not a master anymore. So I guess there's no reason to fight either. A voice that has regained its calm unlike... Okay. So our wound isn't healing. Caster has the sheath. Either Caster has the sheath, or because we don't have the contract with Saber anymore, the magic of the sheath is no longer active. One of the two. Hopefully Caster does not have it, or that's trouble. Person who brought me here and treated my wound. This is it. You don't have to fight anymore, Shiro. Said those words. The sheath doesn't work without the contract. Okay, so hopefully that means Caster doesn't have it. I try to say something, vision goes bad. Eyelids fall. Sleep. Consciousness, no. So this is bad. Let's have an interlude. Luckily, it can't get any worse. The sun sets. The sun that wasn't even visible, and the sky that was already gloomy gets even darker. So, I see. So Saber got taken away. That was Archer's only response. His master stated the truth simply, but his brevity surpasses hers. That's it? There's 2 servants under Caster now. Don't you have anything else to say?
Yeah, I cannot think of any way to get out of this, but we should consider it fortunate that we found out her noble phantasm. Break the contract between master and servant, huh? We should be able to do better if we knew that ahead of time.
That's true, but I don't think we can take this information into other routes. This is not an Uchikoshi.
I do not think I've ever displayed such behavior. What makes you think that, Ren?
Let's see. Would a woman's intuition be good enough reason?
No, you are not of age to be called a woman. First of all, you do not have nearly enough charm. You also lack elegance. And on top of that, yeah, this is fatal, but your cuteness is hard to understand.
See, you're back to par now. She smiles happily. It's not Archer if he's not being a jerk. An unemotional Archer is not a partner Rin trusts. Her partner always has to be composed and speak sarcastically to anyone regardless of who it is. Rin realizes that this is the knight's kindness. Speaking sarcastically is like him indirectly telling others to fix parts of themselves. I see. And here's the first item of proof. You went easy on Saber the first time you met her, didn't you? Regardless of how strong Saber is, I don't think you, a good defender, could be beaten in just one blow.
It was a surprise attack. Unlike you, I am weak against unexpected events.
Shut up. So next item of proof. You provoked Saber after the incident with Ryder, right? That wasn't like you at all. I realized once I looked at it from a different perspective. You were scolding Saber.
Was I right?
Was I right? I knew it. I thought it was the case. Even if you knew her from your previous life, it's rare for you to act so coldly.
Really? I think I act that way towards anyone.
You're the only one who thinks so. I think you're awkward when it comes to things that concern you. Everyone was fooled, though, because you're usually tactful. Archer frowns as if reflecting on himself. It seems like he is aware of it. The Red Knight goes silent with a troubled expression, and his master looks at it with pleasure. And suddenly... So have you remembered what kind of hero you are? If you're related to Saber, you must be a hero from around that age, right? She asks as if to test him.
No. It's still hazy.
Rin has been seeing his dreams, and what we saw in his dreams, like, it did not seem like a night setting, but then again, I don't know if Rin doesn't know who Saber is. So, Rin hasn't figured out who Saber is in this, so as far as we know.
But as you said, I do remember Saber. She does not seem to know me, so it must have not been a deep connection.
So you weren't friends or lovers. Too bad. I would have found out her identity if that were the case. She doesn't sound disappointed. A forced line that's not genuine.
Well, I shall remember eventually, maybe by the end of this route. Give me about 4 days. More importantly, Ren, how is the one you brought doing here? Is he not life-threatening?
No. He barely escaped death. Unlike yesterday, his wounds would heal automatically, but this wound isn't healing at all. The healing powers he got from Saber must have gone away once the contract broke. But it turned out okay somehow. Fortunately, it missed all the vital spots, so he should just be able to eat meals and rest for about 3 days. 3 days is how long it takes to recover from getting a stab in the shoulder. I learned that in medical school. It is unclear and up to interpretation if Archer is genuine or lying about not remembering things. I think he's lying. I really think he's lying at this point. Like, there's a chance he was genuine at the start, but, like, at this point, I would bet money he's lying. No, I think he was lying the whole time. I'm more in the camp of he's been lying the entire time. Because, like, I maintain that at least since Ren has been dreaming his dreams, I think at least by then, he knows who he is. That is my theory. Who said the last line? No, not that one, the other one. Oh, Miss Fujimura. I let her sleep in the guest room. Castor casts a sleeping spell on her, but she's super duper fine. I treated her so there shouldn't be a problem even if she sleeps for like a week. No, does that mean there's no more Fujini in this route? No, curse you, Castor, you've taken Taiga from me. Even again. Even without killing her, you still stole her from me. Monster.
I see. But she might turn into Sleeping Beauty with Castor's magecraft. Her magecraft is more like a curse. The simplest way to dispel it is to kill the caster.
Yeah. Either way, the Holy Grail won't last much longer. We're going to defeat Castor as soon as possible, and knowing Miss Fujimura, she just might wake up on her own. Archer agrees, and after a brief pause in conversation, Merlin starts scratching at my door and demands to be let in, so that needs to happen. Hi, buddy. Hey, the camera told, buddy. Erg. Mwah. Look at the cute. What do you think? Fujini gonna wake up before this route is over? Do we get to see our beloved? Do we? Do we? I hope so.
Beating Castor is the first priority. Even though there is one last master, Saber still exists. We do not have time to spare, Rin.
I know. We'll go out into town right away. Even Castor should take some time to completely control Saber. If possible, we need to defeat Castor before Saber gets manipulated.
Understood. So the contract with that brat ends here, huh? Huh? Do not me. Shiro Emi is not a master anymore, right? He will not be of help, so there will be no need to protect him. The second command spell that you used can be terminated now.
What? Don't tell me that you'll look after him
Don't tell me that you're planning to look after him since you fought together.
Of course not. I'm not that good a person.
Then.
But it's not over yet. I'm not breaking our promise until he says he's quitting. I'll try to turn him down, but I can't end it until he says he gives up.
Yay, mutual consent for contract breaking. That's how you do it. Don't do it with knife stabs. Archer really wants to kill him. Yeah. I'm curious as to why. Especially because, like I theorize, Archer knows who he is. I'm curious why he does want to do that. Besides, how can he rebel against that? That's my policy. Do you have any objections, Archer? It cannot be helped. I am painfully aware that you are that kind of person. His reply is sarcastic. She snorts as she orders him. Let's go, Archer. I don't know why, but Castor isn't back in Ryudao Temple. But let's find and defeat her before she gets back. Maybe I'm misinterpreting things, but I thought, like, she had, like, all that stuff at the temple was, like, a shadow clone. Like, the way she worded it made it sound like she was still at Ryudao Temple. I don't know. Maybe I just really read into it wrong. Is it really an interlude if it feels like Rin is the protagonist now? What the heck is Shiro gonna do? Stupid stuff, that's what he's gonna do. Dang it, Shiro's gonna do something stupid. There are still masses of gloomy clouds in the sky, a moonless night. She departs with Archer to aim at her target. Shiro gonna go sleepy. He's gonna sleep for 3 days. Are we going to skip to like day 14 now? Ah! Feel like I got punched. Ow. Wake up with pain in shoulder. Body's still there. I can kind of feel my limbs. Oh, I'm breathing. That's a plus. Shoulders has a band-aid, and I'm sleeping in a very soft bed. What is going on with that bed? What is that, like, second tone with the bed? It's like, it looks like there's just like a silk veil just laying on half the bed. It's like, what is going on with that? It's like, I would say, like, maybe it's like a shadow or a reflection, but like all the curtains are closed. Like, I'm trying to think, what position would a light have to be in this room in order to get like a shadow perfectly in that place on that bed? I'm confused by this entire thing. And like, it has a texture to it. It has like a texture on that right side of like a fold. So like, it's just like a see-through sheet. Does Rin have like see-through sheets? That's my only guess at what's going on. This is weird. An unfamiliar room. If I remember, someone said a thing. I remember words. Don't have to fight anymore. Yeah, I get up. I remember everything and I jump out of bed. Pain. Back arch. I touch my left shoulder. Still burns like fire. Feels worse than a pulled muscle. Yeah, being stabbed tends to do that. Well, lucky my arm is still attached. It was pierced through with a sword, but honestly, it really, really hurts. I miss my healing powers already. Get out of bed, clench teeth, try to bear pain, and then eat, shoulder, reach head, shake it off, move legs. No one's here. I remember Tosaka said stuff and she left. She's probably gonna go punch a dude or something. I go to the door. Gotta go outside. Gotta help Tosaka. I fall. Almost fall. Support self. I fall on floor. Ouchies. I made a mess, Tosaka. I collect the scattered stuff and put them back. That's the important thing. Clean up after your messes. even when you're hallucinating after. I saw this thingy. Oh, yeah. It was the night my heart got blown up. Oh, yeah, and this thing healed me. I think it was something I picked up in the hallway. The poison from my shoulder. Yeah, it's the same one. I can tell, but I can't think good. I heard things from Dream. Whatever surviving Lance. Who saved me? Who's no think about things. Head go spin. She talks about owing me, but it's just this I can't pay, but I'm dizzy. Pain, stupidity, urgh. Move legs. I have to look for her. I have something I really want to tell her. I need to tell her. Thank you for growing brain, or not brain, back, heart, back. But brain is mushy. Brain is stew. I could use a stew right now, stew. Yummy. Shiro learns who saved him in this round. Woohoo! Yay, Shiro figuring out what the heck happened. I was in front of a train. Trains are good because you don't have to walk on them. You can just pass out and just go wherever train takes you. Woo, train! Yay! Maisie mind, she's there ordering me. I find her. I don't know why I'm here. Brain, look at building. It tall, big walls and glass. I follow instinct. No other way to find stuff. I gotta cling to something. I go up top roof. Wind big. Why you here? Tosaka, hi! Hi, Tosaka. She's looking at town stuff.
Go home. I don't know why you're here, but you're an eyesore.
She looks at me and she's mad. And there, it's Red Guy. Hi, Red Guy. Not leaving, I leave with. We promised we fight.
Forget about it. First of all, what can you do? Without Saber, you're not a match. Besides, there's no need for you to even fight anymore. You're not a master. It's safe for you to escape to the church. You just need to stay there until the Holy Grail War ends.
I can hang out with my best friend Shinji. Yay, Shinji! We should hang out on the rooftop, and we can go in the stairway, in the hallway, and maybe we'll meet a giant friend who can smash him and turn him into blood pieces. I almost fall. Don't be dumb. I know Leaf Saber. Said I fight. I fight good. I go punch. One punch. Red. No talk. Just yell. Muscles not work. Die.
Look at yourself. You've had Saber till now. That's what happens without it, idiot. Look, Emiya, humans die when they die. And your wound is definitely die level.
I know that. I know. I hurt lots. I need say come words out.
As for Saber, that's not a problem you should worry about. You're not a master, so what happens to Saber doesn't concern you.
It does. Pain proof. I've been saved. Yay, I'm saved. Woo. No, even I'm not master. Saber, hey, how can I let her control?
Yeah, you're kind of powerless and getting close to being bloodless right now. It's fine if you refuse to admit it, then I will say it for you. You can't save Saber. You suck.
Eat not good. Even brain freeze at cold words.
End of conversation. Without Saber, you're no longer...
Why are you still talking? Conversation not over then.
No reason for you to be involved in the kill fest. Withdraw now.
Tosaka turns and leaves. Amidst the wind blowing, Tosaka kicks and...
Idiot, what are you thinking?
Hey, what are you thinking? I reach out. There's no need. Red guy protect. If she jumps high, she can land with Archer guy. Tosaka's lips do stuff and I don't hear words things, but she looks at me and she mad.
You'll die if you get involved any longer.
She coldly tells me that that's a last warning. Heat, head, thoughts confused. I can't save Saber. No reason to fight. My wound hurts. I repeat the words in my head and look at the view. More interludes.
It's a silent night, holy night. The wind's blowing through the mountain forest. Mountain forest? Has Ren traveled really far, or are we someone else right now? There are no birds singing about winter or beasts howling at the moon. There is only one passage that leads to Ryodao Temple. But others do not know. This place has already withstood 5 wars, each one a fight to the death. Many servants have challenged the Ryodao Temple. Berserker, Lancer, Rider, Saber, and Archer. The mountain is able to calmly enjoy the darkness thanks to the sorcerer that completely drove those 5 away. Are they talking about the previous Holy Grail War, or has Berserker and Lancer and Rider tried to attack in this war and fail? If so, that's scary. The longsword moves. Fortunately, it was a moonless night. The crescent-shaped arc of the moving sword is so elegant that the moon would be ashamed of itself if it saw it.
あなたには門番を続けてもらうと言ったのです。
He ignores the purple mage caster. Lancer fought and lost to everyone, and Berserker did try to go after Caster before Shiro got his servant. Oh, that's good to know. Also, super terrifying! Assassin lowers his longsword and glances at the force without interest. Well, there was an intruder. I saw a strange bird, so I tried slashing it. But it did not bleed, nor scream. Is it? Is this one yours, Caster?
そう。監視役の使い魔ね。バーサーカーのマスターか、あのお嬢さんか。どちらにせよ、ここもそう長くは持たない。
Caster walks to the forest and looks down at the thing fallen on the ground. It's the corpse of an owl! No, not Hedwig! A bird made out of crystal, a simple yet excellent spine creation, probably made by Archer's master.
あのお嬢さんも運がないわね。もう少し無能なら教え子にしてあげてもよかったのに。
Stop breaking other people's stuff, it's super rude. The amethyst crystals are crushed to pieces and scatter on the ground, shining
こんな
like
輩も
stars.
多いですし、マスターの守護は任せましたよ、アサシン。マスターが死んでしまっては、私も消えざるを得ない。そうなればあなたとて存在してはいられない。
So in this route, she's not strong enough, but it feels like she's super strong in this route. What the heck did she do with her master in the Fate route that meant she could kill him and still stay there?
消えたくなければ死ぬ気で門を守りなさい。
Well, it is difficult to protect it with my life. I have never felt like I was alive ever since I was born. Is it not meaningless to order such a thing from one such as I?
減らず口よ。勘違いはしないこと
The
に。
fake assassin is getting
あなた
philosophical.
は私が呼び出したサーバントよ。奴隷は奴隷らしく振る舞いなさい。いいこと？主人に忠誠を誓えないのなら、ここで消してしまうだけよ。
There's only one enmity and contempt in Castra's voice. To her, assassin is only a tool. It is annoying enough for a tool to be talking, so it is natural for her to get irritated when it starts talking sarcastically. I see. Good heavens, my life is like a mayfly, and it would be troublesome if I disappeared now. I have made a promise. If I can, I would like to fulfill this promise. Poor assassin never leaves the stairs in any route. Poor
なら
assassin.
言葉を慎みなさい。
Can't even get an
あなたはただここ
escalator.
を守っていればいい。ええ、それが果たせた暁には、あなたを本物にしてあげるわ。宝具も持たない下級のあなたが英霊になれるのだから、命を懸ける価値はあるでしょ。
Do not need to worry. I have belonged to the other world from the beginning, so I shall carry out the role that has been given to me. Yes, now that I really understand more that Assassin's like almost like a fake servant in a sense. Like, he's more fictional because a servant summoned him, in a sense. I'll make his voice like more robotic and artificial, more stunted. But is it all right, Castor? I am not loyal to my master either. But are you not being dishonest as well? Tonight's matter is a secret from your master, correct? Ow! Okay! We just doing that? At that instant, Assassin's body explodes. An explosive sound. The curse Castor implanted in his body when he was summoned has exploded. The trees sway. Assassin is blown away and slammed into the forest. His chest pierced by his own ribs. What a way to go out. His own frickin' chest used self-destruct. His figure looks like a blooming... Please tell me we get a visual. This sounds like a super fun visual. This, again. You are getting worse by the day, Castor.
黙りなさい。次に同じことを言わせる。
Ah, at least he...
あと5日を待たずに消し去るだ
Yay,
け
he
よ。
gets to live. Yay. Jeez, they say that women are immoral people, are unmanageable, but you have gone too far. You have gone too far. Not a way to go out, just his daily routine. Yep, that sucks for him. flashy servant stands up slowly. Even though his ribs are coming out of his chest and he's bloody all over, the servant does not lose his elegance. Do not glare at me with those eyes. Your beautiful face is ruined, Caster. I know everything is to be a secret from your master. I will hide the fact that you have captured Saber and that you have me as a guard. It is a moving story. I hope that your caring spirit towards your master reaches him.
朝あなた
What? I am just being a sore loser. I cannot attack you. So at least allow me to joke around like that. I will protect the gate. I shall protect it, no matter what. But where are you going to go? Do you not trust in my protection?
当然でしょあなたはただの保険よけどそれも終わりセイバーさえ手に入れればこんなひなびた場所を神殿にすることもないわ
So you will relocate. In that case, I certainly am not needed. Is there a sacred place superior to this mountain?
ええ多少は劣るようだけど私にふさわしい場所があるわそれに
Is she going to steal our house?
足を運ぶのですもの今すぐに行っても問題はないでしょ
Assassin is by default, since he's the only one without a real master, and his only role is to guard the gate, the least developed servant in the visual novel, but you like him.
I like him now. Up till now, I was just like, oh, is he just sort of like a smooth-talking, cocky guy? It's like, I'm okay with that kind of character. It's just like, when you've got a visual novel with a whole lot more character than that, he's going to sort of stand out as kind of just there. But it's like, we at least get to see him going up against Caster. So that he instantly has just become like significantly more interesting. Caster must have been satisfied to see that as her glossy lips smile.
そう私たちの勝利は揺るがないのだから先に商品を受け取りに行くの新しい陣地と聖杯それにセイバーという駒まで揃えたこれなら乗り気でない私のマスターも私の方針に異論は挟めないでしょ
Reluctant master. So, is she saying he's reluctant against her tactics, or... How did Assassin Super Monk summon her? Like, I want to know, like, why he got into this Holy Grail War situation. Because it almost feels like Caster summoned herself through him, rather than he summoned her. Because, like, she's the mastermind. She has all the plans. She's doing all the progression of everything. So I just want to know, like, what is his motivation for anything? Because we've never seen him be proactive at all in doing anything. Kazuki is the only master who is not a mage. Even Shiro is a mage. But this is a big mystery for you to think about now. Yeah, it's just like, that is my theory right now. Caster somehow, through this guy, maybe through the power of Ryodao Temple, like, managed to get him to summon her through her own will. Like, she's just that powerful a servant. But it's like, that's the theory for now. I got I don't have any serious idea what's going on with frickin' Kazuki. Mr. Breathe Good. That is true. No matter how much Caster's master, Kazuki, wants to stay silent, he will have no choice but to fight if the conditions line up so perfectly. Why does he not want to fight? What is his deal? But what is more certain than that?
聖杯さえ手に入れれば恐れるものは何もないそう誰であろうと私を阻むことはできなくなるのですからね
Okay. Theory.
Caster was just getting power behind the scenes, just happily doing it while we were distracted with Berserker and everything else. And maybe, like, in the Fate route, she actually got the Holy Grail, and getting the Holy Grail gave her the power to survive without her master, and that's when she killed her master. And after she killed her master and had obtained her own version of the Holy Grail, that's when she tried to make the move to steal Saber, and everything went poorly for her. Just theorizing. Her loud laughter soils the night. The purple mage expresses her victory proudly. The swordsman with the long sword gives her a side glance and looks up at the sky. The time is near. No matter what the result may be, there are only 5 days remaining. Even though the number of days are unlikely to be used up, swordsmen who had survived the bloodbath felt that this would be a battle that could not easily be resolved. Do we get to sleep, or are we still doing crazy, stupid stuff tonight? Well, we didn't go to the church. I fall. Can't breathe good. I'm no Mr. Breathe Good teacher, man. Shoulder red, swole, hurts bad. Can't stay awake. If let guard down, I fall asleep. Not sure if I'm awake. Thoughts become ambiguous. Only certain thing is beating heart. Osaka told me not to get involved. Because I'm powerless. I don't have a reason to fight anymore. That's wrong. I knew more than anyone else I was powerless. I had a different reason for fighting. I can't just let it be a scar. Losing against others is inevitable. I'm used to getting knocked down. I know it's vexing that I can't reach them no matter what I do. But that is only when my opponent is someone else. I can't lose against myself. There are no factors that would make me lose if our powers are equal. To submit to an opponent like that would be like declaring that I'm wrong. Ah! Wound distorts. Blood seeping. Hold down with right hand. Glare in the darkness. Memory from 10 years ago. The words of my father. And if I was wrong from the start, there is nothing wrong with the path I took. I wanted to become a hero of justice so that instant would just become a sad past, and even where everyone could be happy. I held on to the ideal where no one would shed tears for 10 years. Then, doesn't matter how much my mind does not work. What needs to be done has been determined from the start. I didn't fight because I became a master. I decided to fight because I believed that since it was something I could do, it was something I must do. I remember something that was so obvious. Tosaka, no matter how much you tell me, if I believe it is right, I'll believe in this path until the very end. I can't just quit like this. I won't let her fight by herself. For that, I'm going to sleep now. I won't let her call me a burden. I will heal this wound in one night. And I wake up. I will catch her. And I will repay her for what she did that night. 3 days later. All right. So Taiga's alive, but we're gonna miss out on her for the rest of the route because she's in Sleepy by Land. No, Taiga, we need you. You were gonna be the winner of the war. Unlimited Blade Works, Part 12, Moonlight, 11. We're gonna get a lot of interludes now. Who's talking today? And what's going on with our boy Shinji? Stone room is illuminated by a light of dawn. The light that comes from the ceiling dilutes the darkness underground. Every entrance and window is sealed off, but even that cannot block the sunlight. Even this place that should be closed off in the darkness benefits from the break of dawn. What? Whether it's an entrance or a window, they were originally created to let things in or out. The cracks cannot be covered, and besides, it cannot fulfill its duty as a passage if it is completely closed off. If one wants to completely avoid the sunlight, there cannot be any entrance from the outset. If one prefers darkness, they should dive underground to the bottom without a way to return. The heck is happening? Who is this? Like, that's a bow. Like, Castor didn't have a bow, did she? What is happening? This is weird. I'm gonna let Merlin out as I ponder what the heck is happening. Merlin, I am just as... Get out of here. Love you. Do we have a new character? Wait a second. Are we about to meet a question mark? We still have 2 question marks. Are we finally meeting one of the last 2 question marks? Who the heck is in the church? Who are you? Is there a 9th servant? What is happening? The sunlight exposes all secrets without reservation. The hidden sanctuary was easily discovered, and the owner was eliminated just as easily. Kirai's dead in this route? What? Is our boy dead? There are traces of blood on the floor, and if he's dead, does that mean Lancer's gone? The original owner of the sanctuary was defeated by an intruder. The supervisor of the Holy Grail War, Hirai Kotomine, was removed from the stage by Castor's hand. What caused freaking Castor to go so freaking wild in this route and not the other? Oh, is this Saber fighting? You wanted Kirai to not be the final boss? I got Kirai as not the final boss, but my boy is gone. No, Kirai! He was our best friend! That battle was already a few hours ago. So, okay. So what Castor said before about making a new headquarters, basically, she's decided to just take out Kirai and probably Lancer along with it. Did she get Lancer too? Or did she just say, screw it, you're dead? The underground regains its silence. The new owner of the church is standing still in the darkness, but the winner scorns herself. Castor glares at the darkness with an irritated look. First of all, she does not like this sanctuary. Neither the hidden sanctuary nor the secret sanctuary hidden beneath it suits her taste. The light that comes in is unpleasant, but she didn't like the priest that she finished off earlier either. And most of all, the most important objective has not been accomplished. She was shocked at how poorly things were going. She even considered reducing the place to ashes. I assume that's Saber. What is going on with Saber? Fortunately, she restrained herself from such an atrocity. It is not because she regained her composure, nor is it out of respect to the church. She suppresses her inner emotions solely because of this sound. That faint, periodic noise. The painful voice that escapes from the woman is like heavenly music to her ears. For the time being, she enjoys the spectacle. The groaning sound of pain comes from the girl. The voice that escapes her mouth is too weak. Her anguish would cause those who listen to feel the desire to protect her, or sadistic feelings to the contrary. Of course, she is the latter. Sweat drips down her forehead, just from watching her cute lips bear pain. The cold room seems to get warmer.
大したものね、セイバー。レイジの縛りを一晩中拒み続けるなんて、私たちでは考えられないわ。
Saber's got a new dress? Saber's got a new outfit! Yay! In the back of the sanctuary, the girl tied from the ceiling can only pant. Like, is Saber tied to the ceilings and we just don't see the rope, or is it invisible rope? As long as Saber continues to defy the command spell, she has no free will. Additionally, Magecraft so strong that it is visible tortures her whole body. The command spell pressures her from the inside, and Castor's Magecraft tortures her from the outside. Castor is so strong in this route because everything is just working out for her. She learned Shiro as a master immediately because of the Rider fight at school because of the bombs. She learned Kazuki is the strongest fighter in the war, and Kirai gave away Gilgamesh, and she got Saber. Okay, there we go. So everything is Shinji's fault because Shinji just decided to set his bombs off early. Once again, screw Shinji. Shinji ruins everything. Saber's reasoning is disappearing. Even then, the last remains of her pride are keeping her at bay. Neither the binding of the command spell nor Castor's Magecraft can take away her underlying principles. Although it can give her a dress? Did the command spell give her a dress? Is that what Castor ordered her and Saber's trying to resist the dress? Saber, it's okay. Say yes to the dress. Therefore, the torture lasts forever. Castor watches that process, the girl desperately holding out with joy. It was Castor's idea to put her in a white dress. Rustic armor is not appealing, and most of all, it does not suit her. Nah, she rocked that armor. That armor suited Saber just fine. If she is an innocent saint, then she should be in a pure white dress when she falls.
けなげなこと。いくらあなたの意志が拒み続けても、サーバントとして作られたその体は別よ。霊樹が少しずつ侵食しているのがわかるでしょ。あなたはあと一日も経たずに私のものになる。ならもう降参して素直になった方が楽じゃなくて？
The voice resists painfully. Even though her reasoning is melted, she will not yield to Castor. Just as Castor says, she will put up with the torture until the command spell fully controls her body in the end.
強情ね、セイバー。ええ、けど許してあげる。
So the command spell is like a howler from Harry Potter. You can resist it as much as you like, but that thing is going to go off. It's just, are you going to set it off on your own, or is it just going to blow? And Saber is going to force it to blow.
私、あなたみたいな娘は好きよ。金の髪も小さな体も少年のような凛々しさも可愛いわ。
Death over betrayal.
ほんと、踏みつぶしてあげたいぐらい。
We are learning way too much about Castor's fetishes in just this interlude. She stares at the girl with eyes mixed with hatred and pleasure. If Castor puts her mind to it, she could get Saber to surrender in an instant. Saber's freedom is taken away just from one command spell. Then the result is obvious if she corners her with two command spells. Saber will become Castor's without the need for such torture. But she will not do such an inelegant thing. Making an executive decision, I feel like we're not going to get much out of Saber's lines for a while outside of grunting and fighting, so unmuting Saber until she gains her sanity. I will try not to die. Take care, Skeeth. Castor should take her time finishing her, since Saber is her lovely tool.
そうね。霊樹で体を支配するなんて退屈ですもの。あなたには自分から私のサーバントになってもらいましょう。ええ。体ではなく、先に心を壊してあげる。
She now holds the strongest piece in her own hands. There is nothing threatening her victory. The whereabouts of the Holy Grail is a concern, but that is a matter of time. Just as she decided to enjoy the fall of the King of Knights as a reward for her evil scheme.
そこで何をしている、キャスター。
So is this teacher man? Suddenly, an emotionless voice calls from behind. She turns around immediately. Above the sanctuary, someone slowly makes his way down the stairs that lead outside. A lean, ghost-like figure appears from the darkness. There are no footsteps, nor presence to be felt. The man comes down into the sanctuary and keeps a straight face even after seeing the bloodstains on the floor and the girl tied from the ceiling.
宗一郎様。
Castor's attitude changes right away. Her expression changes from irritation and pleasure to that of a tense
な
servant.
ぜここに？あなたには竜道寺にいるようお願いしたはずですが。
This relationship. What is going on with this?
質問は私が先だ、キャスター。ここで何をしていると聞いたのだが。
A voice with no inflection is more terrifying than any threat. An emotionless voice is like a mirror, an awareness of one's guilt. This voice is more fearful to those who have greater guilt. She is not being questioned by Kazuki, but by her own self. Caster holds her chest and reports the whole story to Kazuki. So is it because she fears him because she's seen how strong he is? Or like when push comes to shove, she will still obey her master until she can fully survive without him. He is not someone who can be fooled. No. He is only one to whom he is the only one to whom she cannot lie.
マスターの一人であるエミヤシローからサーバントを奪いました。エミヤシローは逃しましたが、すでにマスターではありません。
そうか。だがそんな指示を下してはいない。
私の独断です、マスター。その後、聖杯の器を手に入れるために教会を襲いました。聖杯の管理役である神父は仕留めましたが、聖杯の行方は不明です。
So did she kill Kirai so quickly he couldn't fight back and couldn't summon Lancer? Or did she also beat Lancer and is just not even bothering to mention Lancer?
そちらも独断か。帰還しなかったのは聖杯が見つからなかったからだな。確かにせっかく手に入れた場所だ。肝心のものを手に入れないまま留守にしては意味がない。
Kazuki's words are not blaming her, but Castor only felt ashamed of herself. She killed the priest who knew the whereabouts of the Holy Grail War, but she has yet to obtain it.
Yeah, that's a big oops. That's a really big oops on her part. Just assuming it's like, oh, the priest had to leave it lying around here.
On top of that, her arbitrary decisions that she needed to keep secrets have been revealed. What else can she call this other than a failure?
状況は分かった。理由を説明できるか、キャスタ
ー。申し訳ありません。ですがこれもすべてマスターのため。私の目的はあなたを勝利させることだけです。理由などそれ以外にはありません。
A long silence. After hearing Castor's strong declaration, Kazuki simply mutters.
ではここから離れるわけにはいかんな。留守中、他のマスターに聖杯を見つけられては、お前の苦労も無駄になる。
では、
納得のいくまで調べるがいい。それまでは私もここに残ろう。お前一人では戦いに向かん。
Kazuki is a bro. That's bad for us.
いえ、それには及びません。マスターに力を借りずとも手駒はありますし、それにここは危険です。竜道寺に戻られた方があなたの身は安全。
正論だ。だがそれでは私の目的が果たせなくなる。
Those words were unexpected for Castor. He did not have an objective. What kind of objective can this man have when he has no interest in the Holy Grail that can grant any wish?
宗一郎様、それは。
急げよ。なければないでいい。成果は問わん。結果だけを出すがいい。
He tells her simply and goes back up the stairs. Castor watches him dumbfounded. The darkness is still silent. Footsteps heading above ground cannot be heard. Well, church is super scary now. Assassin's gonna keep guarding stairs. Plus side, we could probably take Assassin out now much more easily. Because he doesn't have Castor backing him up. I open my eyes. My eyes are not the only thing that wake up, as my sleeping mind wakes up as well. The wound is... I'm going to say it's not a problem, and pretend it's not. The
check the wound on my left shoulder. Still hurts, but it's not an intense pain at least. The heat in my body's gone down as well. Shouldn't be a problem for me to move around. What you missed is, Caster's master showed up and she fumbled around trying to explain her failures because, she doesn't know where the Holy Grail is. And she killed the one person who knew where it was. Whoopsie. Caster might have made a boo-boo. Oh boy. Like, Caster and her master's relationship is so freaking weird. It is very interesting. But on the plus side, we just woke up and we're feeling not dead. Yay! I eat breakfast and fill my stomach. My question now is, did Caster just kill him so quick? I assume that she just killed Kirai like in an instant before he could even say anything. Because like what she didn't say that she also defeated Lancer or that she defeated a master. She just said, "Oh, I killed the priest." So it's like she just instantly killed him. So I guess Lancer's off the board. But like they've said that servants can be around for like a little while after the master dies. So that makes me think, like, is just Lancer not doing that? Did Lancer just go like, I tap out. Master's gone. I didn't like doing this anyway. I tap out. It is peculiar. I'm curious how they're going to cover it later. Whether we're... Oh, yeah. A masterless servant can be... A masterless servant can get a better master. Yes. So, like, Lancer could still be out here. Sadly, we don't have command spells, so I don't think we can be his master. Because I think that's how that works. I think we had to have, like, the same command spells as before. I don't think we can just form a new contract and get 3 new things. But then again, Caster just got 3 brand new things by forming a contract with Saber. So it's just like, maybe I don't know how the command spells work. If we get Lancer, I'm hyped. I'm hoping we get Lancer. I eat breakfast and fill my empty tummy. Food comes before anything. My body will not move how I want it to unless it gets nutrition. Well, I'm glad he's saying this in this route when the last route we straight up had like 36 hours without food or water. And everyone just never addressed it. I reapply the bandage on my left shoulder. My exposed skin and wound have turned dark blue. My wound has not healed and I can see dark red skin peeking through. Of course, Saber's not here right now. I disinfect for my peace of mind, put some gauze on, and wrap some bandage. Wrapping bandage and constricting the wound is the most primitive first aid, but kind of all I can do. Don't have magic no more. All done. I just need a weapon. Am I going to make the jerks dual swords again? The sky is cloudy. Must be real cold today as there's still frost left in the yard. This has nothing to do with me. I don't feel any cold. The body's so hot I want to pour ice water on my head. Even then, my body is in much better condition compared to yesterday. Those bamboo swords are kind of the only things I can use as weapons right now. I choose the ones that look like it could pass magic energy through it best and wrap it in my bag. So, alright, I assume that projection is a future plan. Who is texting me right now? Someone is texting me, reminding me of stuff I've already done. It's alright. And then I slap my cheeks. I don't know if it was to psych myself up again or if I'm preparing to never come back here. Don't know why I just slapped myself. My face just kind of hurts now. Well, I sling the bag over my shoulder and I go outside. A place where I spent many years. I didn't even look back at my shed that was basically my rod shoving room. Well, even though I decided to fight, there are still lots of problems. I have to make it clear what I need to prioritize and what I need to do, or else it'll just end with me with not being able to do anything. 2 paths. What are my 2 paths? Go to the church for it. Now, even after what Rin said, Shiro 100% still chases after Tosaka. He can talk a little bit better now, and he still wants to thank her for the whole, thanks for growing my heart. So 100%, he meets up with Tosaka. Let's go meet up with Tosaka, and hope that Archer does not instantly skewer me. If you have less than 2 points with Tosaka, you do not get the choice here and just go to the church and die. Good to know! So we haven't got the guaranteed bad end yet. Hopefully we have a chance to get to the actual end of the game. He told me to withdraw now. Going to refuse to fight. I should let her know. Here, I just remembered I have to take some medicine right quick. Just 1 second. Run over here. Pain. Body is still stupid. We'll get some stretches in. Oh! Pain. 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 Ugh. Hope things are going well for everyone out there. Take care of yourself. And each other. I won't withdraw on my own, and we're still friends. We still have the power of friendship. That's going to get us through the Holy Grail War. And I can't let her fight by herself. I owe her big time. I can't step down until I repay her for that. And she's always screws up at the most crucial moment. She's so unreliable. I can't let her be alone. I adjust the bag on my shoulder. Got a bag on my shoulder. I'm aware I won't be of much help. And that, she will object. But I can't obtain peace of mind until I see Tosaka's face. This is hypothetical, but if she gets hurt without me knowing, I can't even be there to help her. Phew. Sit down on the bench and rest my burning body. Turns out, it takes more than a day to recover from a stab wound. Past noon, and I search all around Shinto, but I haven't found anything. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I didn't think I would find nothing. I knew I had no way to find Tosaka from the start. Tested my luck and looked around town, but I couldn't find her or even find traces of her. The other masters aren't coming out either. Guess there's no need to even attack me now that I don't have a command spell. Luckily, there's no chance that a small, annoying child would ever chase me down and try to cut my head off and turn me into a doll. No chance that happens in this route. I take a deep breath and lean back on the backrest. Very excited for you to see what happens on this day. What could possibly go wrong? I won't get anywhere like this. Tosaka isn't naive enough to show her tail. Wait, Tosaka has a tail? I missed that! I missed that on her sprite. Dang it. My last resort is to use myself as a decoy and just lure other masters. That plan is not working. I'm getting uneasy. I can't find Tosaka. Kinda can't save Saber. And there might already be an irreparable situation by the time I find them. Well, nothing's gonna go wrong. It's still noon. I won't let that happen so easily. I stand up from the bench. I ignore my left shoulder that's starting to heat up again, and it's time to leave the park. I'll search one more time from the start. Maybe I should go see my best friend Shinji. There's no doubt she's in Shinto. It's the same as last night. I don't know why, but I can feel that she... No. He's around here. It's not as uncertain as a premonition, but close to conviction. What stupid thing are we about to do? Yay, more interludes. Who's our narrator today? Archer senses tingling. When did I figure out the truth of that dream? Desert as far as the eye can see? Infinite sword stuck in the ground? The sky is stormy and there's no forest or town or ocean. The hill store that continues. The graveyard of steel that has no owner. I realized from the start. This is inside the hero's mind. Man, this guy must be a sword pervert of some sort. After a sequence of mini events, one who becomes a heroic spirit ends up in that place. There are those who left this world loved by many people, and those who left this world being praised as noble kings. There are those who died in battle wishing to fight, and those who pass on after leading a long, fulfilling life. I do love myself a chart. We saw the back of the cards? What? However, there seem to be many who were praised against their will. If true, heroes are those who legitimately earn their titles, then these are different heroes. They should be called Avenger, the anti-hero, that end up in that place because of their reversed fate. We've added Guardian, the concept of a Guardian, to this. Now we have Avenger. I'm guessing this is just a type of hero, just a type of servant, and it's not something outside of the 7 summons. Those who are in the opposite position as heroes, yet worshipped as heroes as a result. Even those who are treated as heroic spirits, who both hate and are hated by humans, are used as guardians. True heroes are those who legitimately earn their title, then they're different. These are different heroes. They should be called Avenger, the anti-hero, that ended up in this place because of their reversed. Those who are in the opposite position as heroes, yet worshipped as heroes as a result. Even those who are treated as heroic spirits, who both hate and are hated by humans, are used as guardians. I'm trying to fully decipher what this could... Like, my brain is going on to, like, okay, then this would explain why, like, straight-up evil people, like maybe serial killers, could be considered heroic spirits? Like, just, like, monstrous humans who are they're not as heroes just because of their, like, maybe legend, or there's so much hatred it makes them a hero in a sense. Like, it has that same feeling that a hero's adulation gives. I need to keep going. I might be just completely off the rails. He is the gray area. He is not a true hero, nor a rare Avenger. They introduced the idea of guardians, and my theory was that Archer is a guardian. Well, so he's not an Avenger. They're straight up saying this. His efforts were unrewarded in his life, ended in betrayal. He never hated humans until the end.
But that too wore away. Yes, he must have gotten worn out. I was mistaken. Heroic spirits, familiars called servants, positioned as guardians, the counterforce of humanity. The counterforce. I wish to high heaven this series had a frickin' codex. Because my brain needs a codex right now. Also, how is Rule Breaker not in the weapons? It's still a physical sword. I count it as a weapon. You still don't know your true name. Don't know your hero info. And cast spells super duper quick. Rule Breaker. Magecraft weapon that embodies the divine of a traitorous witch. Traitorous witch. Morgana? Not, Morgan Le Fay? If this is Morgan Le Fay, I feel like Saber should recognize her. This can't be Morgan. Counterforce is what protects the world by doing stuff like summoning a hero to save it. Caster is indeed a traitorous witch. I obviously don't know enough about witches. Trying to think. The witches of Macbeth did not betray anyone. They just told it as it is. So it's not a witch of fate. Who are other famous witches? Like Wizard of Oz witch? No. They are summoned to various ages and prevent the destruction of the world. But the only condition they have is destruction caused by humans. Destruction caused by nature and external forces cannot be solved by counterforce of humanity, by that of the world. This, I am leaning even heavier. This frickin' sentence is making me lean even heavier into the idea that Shiro Emiya is not human. He is a guardian created by the Holy Grail War from 10 years ago. That is why the only thing the heroic spirits who become guardians see is self-destruction. An existence only to eliminate destruction created from human desires. Which could explain Archer's attitude. He made a contract with the world to save humans and became a hero. In return, he became a guardian after his death and was shown humanity's self-destruction over and over again. So the only time Archer has been summoned is to just destroy humans who have destroyed stuff. Humanity's counterforce and the world counterforce are different things. For example, if humanity were to try and blow up the planet, the world would end that immediately. Fantastic. Oh boy. He was summoned as a heroic spirit to save people, he had been forced to clean up after people's misconduct. It didn't take long for him to start thinking that it was vain and he couldn't help despising the human world. So, what I'm going to say is kind of spoilery for who Archer is, but at this point, if you know, you know. It feels like they're giving the reason why Archer tries to kill Shiro. To stop him from saving humanity.
because he's seen the worst of humanity, and he's just like, yeah, they deserve it. Is he trying to break the cycle that way? Even in the end, even after he kept dying, even after he died, he kept on getting betrayed by the ideal he protected. Okay. If my theory is right, I think that explains Archer a whole lot more. Ran, what happened? Do you feel dizzy? Huh? Ren Tosaka wakes up after being called upon suddenly. He slowly looks around. This is the foreigner cemetery. It's only past 7, but it is deserted. Well, the hill where the church stand is always deserted. Sorry, I was sleeping. I seem to be a bit tired. That is understandable. You have not slept since last night. If you are not feeling well, shall we postpone this? There is no need to attack right now. No, we can't take our time. We found out where Castor is. We settle this now. Rin declares and notices that her body's warm. That's because her familiar Archer had protected her from the cold with his cloak. You realize I was asleep? It's rude of you to not wake me up. Well, I'd not seen many people sleeping while standing. I had to observe this since it was quite rare. That's even worse. Who do you think you are, staring at a girl's sleeping face? Remember the last stream? Remember who was staring at a girl's sleeping face and her cute kitty pajamas? Do not worry, I swear I have not done such a rude thing. But I did hear something. I can close my eyes if I try, but that does not work for my ears. Did I say something, Archer? Yeah, you murdered several unsettling things, like how you were displeased and how you were totally off. Okay. Rin sighs with relief. The dream that she just saw cannot be discussed. She cannot have Archer knows about it. She likes their relationship, and in order to maintain that, she has to hide the fact that she knows Archer's past. Let's go, Archer. I know a bit about the church, and I have an idea of where she may be hiding. She brushes Archer's cloak and stands up. Archer protects her back silently. Then, hey, Archer. Have you ever regretted what you've done? She asks without turning around. If possible, I don't want to until the end. Even when I've really been beaten, I want to grit my teeth and just be stubborn. But I bet that's hard. Harder than I imagine, I suppose. The kind of idealism depends on the person. There's some who can, some who can't. You're the former. Those kinds of people do not make any mistakes and do not think about their own mistakes. Make it sound like I'm some kind of... I'm not sure who's speaking here. Dang it, I was off. Whoops. Hey, you make it sound like I'm sort of brazen tyrant. That is good self-awareness, Ren. A vibrant person shines brighter than others, and those kinds of people never grit their teeth. So, this is my personal opinion, but you are definitely one of those people, Rin Tosaka. You believe in your own path until the end. The knight in the red cloak says as if singing. Rin blushes and asks her main question to him without even looking. What about you? Do you believe that you're correct until the end? I am sorry, but that question is meaningless. Why? There's not something you can't answer, right? Her voice is slightly nervous, and to that, the until the very end part is meaningless. Did you forget, Master? My final moments ended long ago. The Red Knight answers in a dry voice. Back to Shiro. Will he find Ren? Will he go to sleep and recover from his stab wound? Probably not the latter, because he's an idiot. Man, I sigh as I lean against a sign.
I searched around until sunset, and the only thing I found out was how useless I am, and that stab wounds still really hurt. Erg! The wound on my left shoulder's aching. I don't know if it's because my bandage is getting loose or the wound opened up. Anyway, I can't waste any more time. If I can't find a lead, I'll end up like last night. Where could she be? I recalled when I parted with her last night. It's been a day since she told me exactly what was on her mind, like how I can't fight without Saber or how I should just escape to the church.
Oh yeah, the church! I could go visit my best friend Shinji. I thought about it when I went out on the town, and the supervisor of the Holy Grail, my other best friend, the priest. The priest at the church on the hill should know about Tosaka. Oh, it's irritating to go ask for his help, but now's not the time to be picky. No, whether I like him or not. Oh, I shouldn't go see that priest. He says he's a priest, but there's something unsettling about him that tells me Kirai Kotomine is a man that should not be approached. I don't want to have to ask for his advice if possible, but he's the only one I can rely on. It's just once. That shouldn't be a problem, I tell myself and move my aching, stab-wounded body. Yay to church! What could possibly go wrong? So, from what I remember, the thing about the servants, it seemed to imply that, like, the servants could last, like, maybe 2 hours or so without their master, if I remember correctly. So, Lancer is probably just gone. So Lancer is probably gone forever unless he made a contract with either Shinji or frickin' Miss Einsberg. The church stands in the suburbs away from the noisy town. Ooh, what if he made a deal with a frickin' assassin man? Ooh, if he made a deal with Lancer without telling Castor? Ooh, I just made myself excited even though I'm just assuming that he's dead. The church stands in the suburbs away from the town. Been 9 days since I went up the hill. Considering the fact I had never come here prior to that, I'm coming here quite often. And to be honest, I don't like that church. Maybe more than Kirai Kotomine, that church itself is forbidden territory that should not be approached. The fire 10 years ago, because the church, which looked after the children that became orphans, it forces me to recall the incident from 10 years ago. I don't want to make myself sad, so I don't bother to think about it. Never think about orphans! Let them just go be orphans. I finish going up the hill and go to the open grounds. Huh. I'm getting a headache, but it's not because of my left shoulder. The wound is causing me to have a fever, but it should not give me a headache. Don't tell me I'm getting migraines, or don't tell me it's allergy season. I really don't want to deal with allergy headaches. It's cold. Everything's supposed to be dead. Why can't I enjoy an allergy-free winter? Just let me have this. My temple hurts. I lose myself and feel a chill as my body is going to split in half. This is weird. I fight through my headache and I'm gonna run. The cause is the hunch that I've had since yesterday. The unknown feeling that Tosaka's in Shinto. That has expanded to the max and is causing a headache. Oh. There's no doubt something's happening in there. Yeah, it's probably nothing bad. There are blood drops here. That's bad. The traces of blood sporadically continue up the door and at the back of the church. No, that's not it. I'm not continuing into the back, but it seems like it's coming out from the back. This is bothering me. I'm not gonna worry about it. Bloodstains mean someone's hurt. That much is their life must be in danger.
I feel a sharp pain in my head and a dull heaviness sets into my body. I ignore them as I take out my bamboo sword and I start walking quietly. Osaka, are you there? You know of two people at this church as far as you know. Kirai and Shinji. Calling out Tosaka at this time, it seems kind of rude to those two. Granted, they deserve to be a little bit rude too, but, logically, they're the two most likely people who are bleeding out right now. And you're calling out for Tosaka. Nobody replies. The air is tense. I feel like all the windows of the church would shatter if I say something. I follow the blood. Bloodstains are in the crevices of the building. Continues to the dark staircase that you would miss if you didn't even know about it. Stairs that lead underground? I did not know this place had a basement. This is a church, so it could be a mausoleum. Yay, history! Ugh. I can't afford to be leisurely pondering right now. I exercise utmost caution and step into the darkness. What could possibly go wrong? I descend into the darkness. There is a dim light. Out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from grace, fallen from grace. Wait, no, we're not singing Les Mis. I hold my breath and move forward, using only the light below as a guide. Blue screen? This is new. What? Why are we blue? Is this legitimately an error? Why is the screen blue? The narrow corridor ends and I come out to an open space. It's a spacious stone chamber. The stairs along with the wall stretch down to the sanctuary. There, stairs lead to an open space that seems like the sanctuary, and there is the one I've been looking for. Ren Tosaka. Why was the screen blue? What? Legitimately, was that an error? That was so weird. Tosaka is confronting the enemy in front of her, with Archer protecting her. In front of her, in front of the altar, are two silhouettes. Doesn't have to be said. The mage in the purple robe caster, and her master, Kazuki. And Kazuki. On the altar behind them, there's Saber, who's looking down and painfully panting. My heart skips a beat. Pulse is clearly beating at a much faster rate. The situation is obvious. Pairs of master and servant are confronting each other in the sanctuary, 5 meters below me. They haven't noticed me hiding overhead. They're pretty preoccupied. Saka and Castor are both thinking ahead, looking for the opening to attack. To look up in a situation like this would not be allowed, which is perfect for me to summon a bow and shoot Castor in the face. Right? My heart beats even faster. My headache is constant, and I feel an intense pain in my shoulder as if it's been seared by a hot iron. Well, it was stuck with a sword, close enough. I can't keep my presence hidden forever in this state. Castor or Kazuki. If one of them looks up even a little bit, they're going to notice me. I'll go out. I can give Tosaka an opening. Or no, I can't. I can't act recklessly. Do I trust Rin and Archer against Castor and Mr. Breathegood? No, I don't. I really don't. So, we're going to try to give Tosaka an opening. I'm sure there is no chance that this backfires. Now is the chance. It's not just an unexpected intrusion. Tosaka and Archer, Castor and Kazuki. If their powers are equal,
then even I can be of help. You are severely underestimating Castor, I feel like. I can let Archer take care of Castor. If I can stop Kozuki even a little, Tosaka can shoot him in the head. Hey, Shiro! I run down the stairs. Didn't want to attack from range. It's like you were in the archery school club and you know how to summon weapons now, kind of, sort of. It's like this seems an ideal-ish time to do that. I have strengthening on my bamboo sword. I obviously subdued the pain of my wound. And Tosaka aside, can't let Castor and the others know I'm injured. We can only summon swords. Then summon a sword in the shape of a bow. You could do that. Like, it's super cheating, but you could do it. Are you serious? Why are you here? What are you saying? You're the one who said I should go to the church. This is on you. Didn't think I'd come across such a bad time. Tosaka bites her tongue in spite of herself. Ha ha, in your face. Use your words against you. Okay, I said it on a whim, but it seems like I was able to convince her a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna help. I can be useful, right? You can complain after we beat Castor. I cautiously approach Kazuki so that I can protect Tosaka. You fool. You and Ren would have survived if you had just watched quietly. Huh? He mutters to himself as if he just gave up. Before I realize what that means. 3-on-3! What? Saber's bindings are released. The blonde girl that was crucified falls powerlessly to the ground and... No way. Saber shouldn't be under control yet.
ですからレイジを使ってあなたたちを殺すように命じたのよ。マスターの命令ですもの。使いたくはなかったけど、使うしかないでしょ?
Okay, maybe us helping was the bad choice. Oh, I was hoping she would fight her in the cool white dress. Oh well. Saber stands up, and she's not using Invisible Wind. Uh-oh. Her body is covered in her armor, and in her hand is a golden sword that we have not seen in this route.
まったく、やってくれたわね、坊や。おかげで残るレイジは一つだけ。これは聖杯を永久にしようという私の算段はこれでおしまいよ。あとはただ一度きりの望みとやらを叶えるだけになったけど、その前にせめてここで楽しませてもらうわ。さあセイバー、私の望みを台無しにしてくれたこの子たちに
Are we about to get
本当の
phantasmed?
力を見せてあげなさい。
Saber holding her golden sword steps right at us. Well, now that things have come to this, Archer is silent. And instead of telling Tosaka to run away, he stands in front of Saber. That is the final act of loyalty from a knight who understands he can't protect his master, no matter what he does. Saber and Castor ready their attacks. There's no way to counterattack, nor is there time to run. How can a mere human defend it when there is only an instant of life expectancy left? Even Archer has abandoned all hope. Saber and Castor. Really powerful tag team. Two servants bound by the command spell mercilessly swing their weapon. Wah wah! That comes from me underestimating Archer. And I'm severely underestimating Rin, perhaps. I don't think Rin stands a chance against this. To the dojo!
Ah! Yay, she's not asleep! We're in the best timeline! Hello, madam. It is time for the life counselor Mount Tafuji to resolve all of your secret problems. Here is today's guest, Caster pseudonym, 28 years old, estimate, living in Ryodao Temple in Fuyuki City.
こんにちは。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, it's good that we're protecting her privacy. We do not want to know her identity. That would be very rude if we tried to learn that. Oh my, you are beautiful! What is wrong, madam? Someone as beautiful as you should not have any problems. There's a hint at Caster's identity here, by the way. Let's find out.
それがどうも私目立ってないというか、他の6人に比べて地味だとか、キャラが立ってない
Poorly
とか、
developed and too
年
old.
間とか言われて。
I wouldn't say poorly developed. It's like, of the, I guess of the servants, probably Berserker is the least developed, but just like, he has enough intimidating presence that's looming over the entire story that I guess that's okay. Assassin's probably it by far, but like that last scene we had with Assassin and his ribs exploding, that added quite a bit to him. Well, Ryder, obviously. We know nothing about Ryder. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Ryder as the most poorly developed. Caster, I'm putting you at 4. I'm putting you at 4. You're in good shape. Oh, that's terrible. It says here that you are a fortune teller. Who's a famous fortune teller? Rasputin? I don't know enough about fortune tellers in history, apparently. If this is Rasputin, I will freak out.
はい。本当は家事に専念してあったかい家庭を築きたいんです。夫を楽にしてあげたい一心で復職したんですけど、職場でもいじめられてしまって。
Being bullied at work. I think I just literally have no clue who this is.
私どうしたらいいでしょう。変わりたい。私もっと愛らしいキャラに変わりたいんです。
Yeah, you're cute. That is impossible. In the pre-production phase, there was a scribble that said, Caster turns into a Lolita with hyperpower. But one Lolita was enough. Thank you for not giving her that power. Thank you, game makers. We desperately did not need Caster to have that power. Caster is cool as she is. Give up your hopes of being cute.
そうですよね。私もそんな気はしてたんです。私一生懸命やってるんですよ。主人に負担をかけないようこっそり貯蓄を作っていろいろな用心棒を雇って街中に監視カメラを仕掛けましたの。
But it's like this conversation of like I know it's the Taiga ending stuff, but it's like her talk of her like wanting to have a husband and stuff like that. It's like, is that why she treats her master well now? It's just like now that she's seen his strength in this route, she's like, oh, he's husband material, and she's like full on head over heels.
なのに主人は私の苦労をねぎらってもくれませんし、この間なんて突然やってきた子たちに計画を台無しにされてしまって、私こんなに頑張ってるのに全く報われないんです。藤本さん、こんな私ですが幸せになれるでしょうか。
Come on, can she find happiness? No! Thanks, Taiga. It is your fault, Caster.
そんなこんなところでも虐待されるなんて。
Caster doesn't even get a good ending with Taiga. Sorry. Alright, I'm bored. Hanging up on you now. The case is settled. This is all for Montefuji's live counseling. Thank you, Taiga. I've missed you. I miss Taiga so much. Why can't she be here? Why can't she be a master? I don't care. Rin's nice and all, but why can't Taiga be the master instead? Not yet. I can't act so recklessly. Erg! I hold my breath. I push my body against the wall and watch while keeping myself hidden. It's still too early. It's too reckless to attack when I don't have a grasp of what the situation is. More importantly, I don't have too much at hand. I can hit him with a bamboo sword, but who would charge into this situation with just a bamboo sword? The answer is Shiro. The only weapon I have is a strengthened bamboo sword, and it's too reckless to confront Castor with only that. No, that's wrong. I do have another weapon. Sword power. No way, what am I thinking? I can't use projection. Half my body gets numb just by using it once. And Archer said so too, that it'll end up worse if I use it again. Magecraft beyond one's capability destroys the user. If I use projection in this state, it's only natural I'll die. Chance will come for now. You're using this moment to take Archer's advice? Really? Alright, guess I'm giving him credit for listening to Archer for once, but still, this isn't the stupid Emiya that I've grown to know and tolerate. I just have to suppress my body that wants to really run away. I see. So you killed my best friend Kirai? There is only killing intent in her voice. Osaka's glaring at the enemy in front with a coldness I'd never seen before.
始末したわ。素直に聖杯を差し出す人間でもなさそうでしたからね。後々になって邪魔をされても困るもの。Too bad he didn't tell you where the Grail was or who the Grail was. On the other hand, Castor is composed. The witch declares loudly that she killed him herself. A gritting sound echoes through the sanctuary. That man was more like a devil than a saint to me, but Tosaka, that priest was a fellow senior apprentice, and he was killed. Even if he was involved and prepared as a mage, it's not something she can take in so easily. I see. That's fine. Kirai should have been prepared for such thing. But Castor, let me tell you one thing. Did you check his corpse? I don't know if she was suppressing her anger or if I was just mistaken and she held no anger from the start. Osaka questions as if it doesn't concern her, and Castor dodges her question, completely changing. 何を言い出すかと思えば、そのようなこと、あなたには関係ないでしょ? Is Kirai still alive? No, it doesn't. But it's not totally unrelated to me. I just want to make sure, since I will be super relieved if he's actually dead. それはどういう意味かしら, お嬢さん. Okay, it felt like Rin was almost implying that, like, Kirai might actually survive her. Kirai has no heart or blood flow. Yeah, Kirai is a jerk like that. Just as it sounds, Castor. As if he's the type to die super easily off-screen. I just thought that he's probably still alive if you did not check the corpse. Castor, you're an idiot. And you're useless too. If you're going to attack Kirai, at least make sure he's dead. Whatever, I have something to do now, so let's get it over with. Castor, there's no hostage this time. I'm gonna kick your butt. A signal to start. Osaka or Castor. Either of them steps forward, the sanctuary will immediately be covered in flames of magecraft. It depends on how I do it. Fortunately, it seems like you haven't controlled Saber yet, so the conditions are the same. And I know about Mr. Breathegood. Saber was taken by surprise, but he's no match to Archer now that we've watched him. Osaka gestures towards Archer while staring at Castor. You heard it, Archer.
I'll take on Castor. She might break your contract too if you get too close to her.
So my opponent is the man. I do not mind, but you understand the mage is no match for Castor, Ren.
Don't worry, I wouldn't suggest anything I didn't have a chance of winning. I will defeat Castor for sure, and then Saber can go back to normal and Shiro can make the contract with her again, right?
Sokka gets ready to fight. I feel a sense of urgency like a wild animal's about to attack its prey. I am very curious, what the heck does Rin have up her sleeve? I hope I have been underestimating her capabilities as a mage. I really do. As if to stop that. That is wishful thinking. It would be difficult to defeat her here. She is an expert at running away. She even tore apart her own younger brother for...
Tore apart her own younger brother for the sake of escaping?
I think I just don't know this character. I really don't think I know this character. Archer nonchalantly just steps towards Tosaka and Castor.
Archer, what are you doing?
He doesn't answer Tosaka. The Red Knight just confronts Castor silently, just like last time. That scene, I think I remember seeing it somewhere.
実の弟すら八つ咲きにしたですって知ったような口を聞くのねアーチャーあなたには私の正体が分かっていて
I hear that humanoid spirits bound to dragon fangs were King Kolki's magecraft. Yeah, I don't know who that is. King Colchis? To the internet! Hello, internet. Tell me your secrets. What is a King Colchis? Huh. Oh, in classic antiquity, Greek-Roman Colchis was... Colchis is known in Greek mythology as the destination of the Argonauts as well as the home... Yeah, I just spoiled myself, but it's like, at this point, I feel I can know. Okay, I did not know... I actually don't know the full story of the... I don't know as much Greek mythology as I would like. Or at least not that I remember. I know a lot of the stuff about the gods. I don't remember a lot about the heroes and their adventures in Greek mythology. I hear that... Okay, they said it. I hear his daughter, Princess Medea, was famed to be an extraordinary witch. Yeah, what I was about to read was just like... Colchis is known in Greek mythology as the destination of the Argonauts, as well as the home of Medea and the Golden Fleece. There we go. That... Maybe Golden Fleece also explains, like, why we always see her, like, fluttering around with her robe. Like, is that, like, an evil version of the Golden Fleece or something? I don't know. Just randomly saying stuff. The air freezes. Castor's composure disappears, and enmity, like fire, is directed at Archer.
そうならこの場はどちらが優勢かわかるでしょ
Archer isn't answering? His expression is stony, as if he is accepting everything that's happening. As if there is no good or evil.
抵抗は無駄よアーチャーあなたが何者だろうとセイバーを取り戻すことはできない今はまだ私に逆らう意志が残っている
Well, then I guess we have to kill you
それ
before
は
the
あと
day's up.
一日持つかどうかそれに霊樹さえ使ってしまえば今すぐにだって私の人形にしてしまえるわ
I strain to keep myself from getting up. Not yet. But if it's true, I need to endure. If I want to save Saber, I can't jump out now. Saber will be able to withstand it even if you use a command spell. I don't know if it'll be a minute or two,
but it should be enough time to beat you. Castor and Tosaka glare at each other, using Archer as the fulcrum, standing in between them. That is impossible. Even if we attack you, we can only take away half your power at most. What awaits us is a disadvantageous situation where we would be fighting both you and Saber. Yeah, he defied his own master's expectations. Archer, that's... You should know, Rin, we have no chance of winning if that happens. Saber's ability were limited because of her incomplete master, and now that she does not have that limitation of an idiot anymore, she is the strongest servant. Only Berserker can match her. He speaks really just matter-of-factly. Fantastic. Osaka stares at Archer, stunned. Even Castor is puzzled by her sensible enemy. But not me. I've experienced something similar to this before. Could he be? A really bad feeling is in my brain. That time at the temple. When he was confronting Castor and she told him to join her, how did he turn her down? I mutter without realizing, don't do it. Has Castor been playing 4D chess and she's had control of Archer the entire time? Not because the situation will get worse. Sokka's partner, don't do it. If that happens, I don't know what kind of face she makes, but I hope it would at least be cute. He only said no to Castor because she was still weaker than Berserker. Archer steps forward. He is only empty-handed. He steps forward without enmity or intent to kill, and... Don't resent me, brat. He only said no because she was still weaker than Berserker. But she has Saber. So, Ren, you better use that command spell right now before she stabs him. You've got like a second. You got like 1 second, Ren. There's no other option at this point, right? He looks and smiles at me as if he noticed that I was peeking. Well, Castor, let me ask you one thing. Do you have room for one more servant? Archer, you... This is bad! Castor laughs as though it's the funniest thing she has heard, and Archer's back is like steel. I hope this is a ploy, because Archer didn't try to join her side after the whole bad ending situation. Archer wasn't trustworthy from the start. Archer's a little bit of a jerk. Just a tiny bit. At that, Tosaka... He doesn't look away. It should be fine for her to break down at a time like this, but tries her best to act strong and clenches her teeth.
当然よ。一人と言わず、すべてのサーバントを扱えるだけの貯蔵はあるわ。私の魔力がどこから補充されているかは知っているでしょ?
Magic energy that allows her to sustain 7 servants. It's the life being pumped out of the people in town. Then this should be easy. I accept that offer you made before, Castor. He holds out his hand to Castor in assent. I thought I was about to freak out. I cannot forgive him for betraying Tosaka, and for approving of Castor and joining her. A hero? Even if that hero saved many people and embodies my ideal, is a man like that?
あの時は断ったのね。随分と腰が軽いのね。 あなたは。
The situation changed. If Saber's on your side, you have a chance at winning the Holy Grail War. And it's a natural course of action to go with the winning side. Right? Archer walks to Castor defenseless. He's leaving Tosaka. Tosaka doesn't stop him and stares at the enemy in front of her on full alert. I recognize her appearance. The red classroom. Tried to hide her shaking legs and continued to be Rin Tosaka, even with the collapsed students in front of her. That is her strength and weakness. So yeah, so we got a caster, assassin, archer, and kind of a saber, mostly a saber. We got a rider dead. So it's straight up to Berserker, Golden Archer, although no one knows about him yet, and Lancer if he's alive. Things are bad! Uh-oh! She always tries to act brave in any situation, so those around her get the wrong idea that she's a strong person. Now, use your contract breaker. Rin still has her command spell, and she will attack you if you don't hurry. Yeah, that's why I said use it. You really should have used it, like, seconds ago. His banter is not changing. He just betrayed Tosaka in front of her, and yet he's still acting like before. She must have felt weariness towards the opponent. Castor takes out that super cool dagger, but doesn't try to stab Archer. What is it? You are able to obtain a loyal subordinate without effort. Why do you need to hesitate?
どうかしら。私は裏切り者を信用しない。あなたの言葉が正しいのなら、コマはセイバーだけでいいのではなくて。
You do not trust traitors, huh? It is true, I may have betrayed you. I am going to your side for my own sake, and I have not accepted you as my master,
霊
but...
樹とは裏切り者を罰するためにあるでしょう。いいわ。あなた一人を御し得ないようでは私の器も知れるというもの。もとよりあなたの宝具には興味があったことだし、思惑にはまってあげましょう。
More command spells means more bad stuff for us. Castor raises her arm. The dagger in her hands that breaks contracts is thrust at Archer's chest in a single line. Ugh. Tosaka grimaces. Must be a reaction to having the contract broken by force. This isn't a time to be hesitating over something like that. This has become the worst possible situation. Osaka slightly retreats, still staring at them. Osaka's calm. He understands it would do no good to fight them now. If she wants to keep fighting, she has to retreat. But there are 6 meters between Tosaka and the stairs. Is it possible for her to get that distance? Possible. It's obvious looking from above. Frickin' Kazuki's been silent up till now, focuses attention towards Tosaka. And if she turns around and sprints full speed, would she be able to reach the stairs and get to the exits? Probably not. Tosaka snorts, still staring at them. Her face. Of course that's impossible. Seems to be muttering that sarcastically. She will die. She will be killed like this. If I try to help her, I won't be able to go back. The area just a few steps below me is a land of death. The Master called Kazuki and 2 enemy servants. There is no way I am getting out of here alive. My throat is dry. Exactly. I get that. I'm feeling that, Shiro. I'm feeling it. Yeah, my fingers are frozen with nervousness. Kind of all or nothing right now. But even before I can think, Tosaka moves. She runs to the stairs at the speed of an arrow without any warning, and behind her, the slim figure's shadow catches up to her at the speed that makes Tosaka look stagnant. His fist will most likely hit the back of her head. He's the one who hurt Saber through her armor. It'd be easier for him to crush a human skull. I can't save her. I can't help her by myself. I can't save her with just a bamboo sword. I'm going to die if I go out. Die if I go out. I will die if I go out. I'm going to die if I go out. Go out. Duh! Kind of all or nothing. We're already screwed. Take out the master. At this point, it's our only hope. We need to kill this dude right here, right now, in like one blow. It's all we have. I jump down. I'm not even going to bother with the stairs. Jump down right behind Tosaka from a height of 5 meters without even knowing it. But that's it. I shattered my ankles. Game over. My bamboo sword is, dang it, crushed by the fist that tried to hit Tosaka's head. Okay, plan murder him in a single blow did not work. Tosaka, you thought you were going to be able to 1v1 Caster. I need you to use every spell in your arsenal, every single stupid rock you have, and throw it at this stupid breathe good man right now. No alternative. All frickin' in. Huh? Everyone opens their eyes wide in astonishment at the intruder. Well, except for the one who just sort of knew I was here because he's frickin' Archer. No hesitation. Doesn't matter for this man who his opponent is. No emotions toward Emiya, who appeared out of nowhere. The Grim Reaper's nail is thrust. There's no way to avoid it. My neck will break like a stem. That's kind of unsightly. Meaningless if I don't even last 2 seconds, and like this I won't be able to do anything, even help Tosaka. No. I've had a way out from the start. I can prepare numerous things to block the attack. If I'm a mage, it's not my body that does the battle. It is none other than my magecraft. Trace on! Make it. Success is a matter, of course. Reconstruction doesn't start from the basic framework. Danger! What? Read the origin itself from the concept, and the creator's thoughts, expectations, morals, and faith. Danger! Yeah, I'm feeling cocky and good right now. Nothing's going to go wrong. We're going to do this. We're going to save the world right here and defeat this guy and not have any problems. That is why it's not reconstruction, but projection. It is an equal shadow cast by the true object. Danger! Does not matter how great the work is. If something has been accomplished once, there should be no problem recreating it. Rampage! This is Rampage, baby. Here is another problem. Yeah, the problem is the problem is the body cannot keep up with this function, and my body is burning. Every cell in me ignites, my nerves let out agonizing cries, and my retinas crack and dry. Kinda lose the heartbeat too. Hopefully that's not important. You don't need a heartbeat, right? I should ask my priest friend about this. If I ignore my body's order to stop, then I omit the process of the idea of creation. The basic framework, the quality of the composition materials, the technique necessary for creating, and the exercise of being dependent on. The accumulated years in one breath, I will create Kansho and Bakuya. Having a body made of sword does not make making swords easier. It'd be nice if it would. But at least I have open nerves now. Thanks, Archer. For telling me that, at least. My whole body is burning. Use projection right now means I'm going to die, but I'm going to die anyway, so going all in. Shiro Emiya's body cannot bear such an abnormal use of magecraft. My head ignores that and goes ahead of itself, and therefore, my body is going to die. But oh well, there's no way that could be a problem. I have unlimited swords in my brain. No, it can't be. I'll die if I create a sword. No way. This body is the magic circuit specialized for that purpose alone. I've been helped by swords and live with swords. Swords are my thing. I'm a sword pervert and I'm proud of it. Therefore, I don't know about others, but there's no way I would self-destruct over something like creating a super cool sword. I repel it. Weapons in my hand are the same, and the enemy I'm confronting is the same. Kanshou and Bakuya are in my hands. The reproduced Archer Noble Phantasm propels Kazuki's fist again in his face. Hey, Ren, I wasn't joking. Magic bullet his face. Like right now. Please. I'm going to go back to pretending I'm cool. Can you handle that? I'm going to trust you on this. Oh, please, I'm going to die. Kazuki must have figured out it would turn out the same as last time as he slightly distanced himself. My lungs kind of blow up. The breath I had been holding burst out through my mouth. I cannot feel my left shoulder. My wound has completely opened up, and the bloodstain's not only my bandage, but my clothes as well. So I guess we're going to send the cleaning bill to the school, or do I send it directly to you for this? Not from the damage of the projection. 2 blows. My left arm is destroyed just from repelling him twice. If I get one more blow, I bet a strange scene would unfold where my shoulder bone dislocates and my arm flies off, even though I got punched by a fist. I cannot reveal my internal monologue. I have to pretend I'm cool. Time to keep pretending I can do this. I'm super duper cool. I am a big, strong, super cool man. I protect Tosaka's back while readying my swords. Please shoot him. But Tosaka... Idiot Shiro, why are you... No monologue! No speeches! Magic bullet! I need bang bang! I need some bang bang in his mouth! Finger bang our teacher in the mouth! She has stopped watching and is verbally attacking me! I'm relieved. My choice wasn't wrong. I'm glad that her kindness, that's hard to understand, isn't gone. Nope, now's not the time for that. Too early to tell if my choice was right or not. We have to get out of here unwounded. Sorry, you can complain later, Tosaka. I will listen once I catch my breath. So please, let us do something about Archer and them right frickin' now! Tosaka nods without a word and gets ready for battle.
手を出すと分かってはいたが、まさか飛び降りるとは思わなかった。
Yep, ankles are probably shattered, but that is kind of like the least of my worries right now. Mr. Breathegood is watching us as his fists are ready to fight. He has no intention of letting us go. Gotta glare at each other so that we don't let each other go. And if either Tosaka or I move, he should react right away. But I can't be leisurely standing by. Wound on my shoulder is getting worse. Losing concentration as I'm losing lots of blood. My body wasn't going to last very long to start with. If I am going to run away, I have to run away as soon as possible. No, I'm sticking with the plan. We have to kill the master right now. I am maintaining that idea. As far as we know, that will work to get rid of Castor eventually. Hopefully. But we can't run away that easily. If I move, frickin' Breathegood is going to react, and if he does, Tosaka will be the first one killed. I need to defeat him and let Tosaka get away. I do not have the power to defeat him, and he isn't the only enemy. I'm Kazuki as Castor and Archer. Worst comes to worst, Saber might also become our enemy. Great. Was there not an exit? I thought there was an exit. There's no miracle we can escape this disturbing situation. But the miracle never happened. No, we need the miracle to happen. I would want Tosaka to escape at the very least, but even that requires so much luck that it makes me disgusted. Yay, at least Assassin isn't here. Thankfully, he's having a fun time on his staircase. Good job protecting it, buddy.
そこまでのようね。あなたの乱入には驚いたけど、結果は変わらないわ。ええ、その顔では諦めもついたようだし。出てきたということは、殺されてもいいということよね、坊や。ここでおしまいにしてあげるわ。生かしておいても面倒でしょうし、ここでまとめて。
She's coming. Great. On top of everything else, she's coming too. I can only resist with all my might at this point, so I stand in front of Tosaka and put all my strength into the twin swords. An intent to kill is released. Right before that reaches us. No, wait. Casta. The Red Knight takes a hold of the atmosphere with an emotionless voice.
はあ、じゃあこの場での発言権がないことぐらい読み取ってると思ったけど。
Well, there was something I forgot to say. I would like to add just one condition to submit to you.
条件ですって？
Didn't he get stabbed? I thought he already got stabbed and the command seal's gone. Yes, I offered my freedom to you without resistance, and as compensation, let them go. In any case, they are useless as masters, and there is no merit in killing them. Okay, yes, he did get stabbed. I didn't make that up in my head. I was about to freak out. The suggestion as though it doesn't concern him. Tosaka gazes at him intently.
見逃せですって。言動の割には甘いのね、あなた。
I was born as a human. It will leave a bad aftertaste if I kill my master the moment I betrayed her. I'd like to wait like an hour.
裏切り者のくせによく本人の前で人並みのことを言えたものね。いいわ。今回は見逃してあげましょう。けれど次に目障りな真似をしたら誰が止めようと殺します。それでいいかしら、あーちゃん。
Of course, if they are foolish enough to challenge us to a fight in such a situation, they would die right away. That must have concluded the negotiations. Yelling intent that filled the sanctuary fades, and the intention to not let us go has disappeared.
そういうことよ、お二人さん。今回は見逃してあげるわ。さあ、敗者は敗者らしく逃げるように立ち去りなさい。
I glare at Castor. But Osaka pulls my arm. Thankfully, the one that's not about to fall off. Let's go, she's right. She whispers in my ear. I calm my breathing and turn my back to the enemy in front of me. Do you realize that I just basically killed myself by summoning these two swords? I feel like that's a waste of, like, all of my life energy that I just put into this. That monologue I gave back there is just like, I think I'm dead. I might be dead right now. Can I at least do a heroic sacrifice, please? We slowly walk to the stairs without even running. The distance that seems so great is covered in just a few steps. A footstep. Osaka puts a foot on the stairs and looks back at Castor once. That's not it. The one she looked back at is not Castor, but the man smiling beside our enemy. Resenting me would be barking up the wrong tree, Ren. It's just that this woman is superior as a master. Once the comparison is clear, I chose the stronger one. Okay. 2, maybe 3 theories. 1. My theory of Shiro... My theory is Shiro's Archer. I think we can go ahead and say that. There's been enough foreshadowing that I think it is okay to outright say this at this point. Theory, Shiro is Archer. Theory 1, Archer wants to kill Shiro because he's just sick and tired of humanity after being summoned to save humanity from itself a bajillion times. And it's just like, screw you, I'm done. I'm breaking the cycle right now. One theory. I kind of want to go with that, but I think it's kind of the least likely option. Theory 2. Archer is trying to continue to create himself, and it's the time loop. And he's just like, yeah, when I was in the situation, Archer betrayed, and it helped motivate me, so I have to do this. This is the right call. Theory 3, which could also go into Theory 2. This line right here. He chose the stronger one. He is trying to force Ren to... He is giving Ren the chance to become stronger. Like, he's still keeping his options open, and he is still... He can still be, like, kind of evil and dastardly and treacherous, but he's leaving his options open. Like, I'll betray Castor if you get stronger. I'm up for it. So, like, those are the 3 Archer theories for motivation right now. It's probably 2. It's probably 2, maybe a little bit of 3 in there. But we'll see. You're right. But you'll regret it. I will never give up. See, I will defeat Castor and get you back. I won't forgive you even if you apologize. Your efforts will be in vain, but I will not stop you if you want to throw away your life. Turns away and starts walking. Looking at her side profile, she's biting her lip vexingly. Yet she doesn't speed up and leaves the underground sanctuary with confident steps and without looking back. We get out of the church. Didn't exchange words at all from the underground sanctuary to here. So does that... New server data updated. So does that mean... Master Castor. There we go. So that could not have gone worse. We didn't die. Although, again, we just broke everything in our body to summon 2 swords we used to block like 2 hits. But we didn't get any offense in. So it was just like, we might be dying. The way that monologue went down about how his entire inner body is working right now, it's like, it heavily implied, like, yeah, Shiro's dead right now. He's about to die. He is on death's doorstep by how they described using that monologue. And it was like,
in my mind, it was truly, okay, this truly is the all-in moment. We are going 100% all in. We have to kill Caster's Master right now to have any semblance of a chance. And they're just like, nah, go away. You block the 2 blows. That's all you needed to do. And I get maybe that is all we need. It is all we need to do because we used it to protect Ren, and we kept Ren alive. But it still kind of sucks because it feels anticlimactic. Every time you use the projection, it will hurt more than the last. So yeah, that sucks. Yeah, stuff is looking bad. Don't know anything about Lancer's Master, huh? I wonder how Lancer's doing. Gotta take out Kazuki. It really feels like we gotta take out Kazuki. We are in trouble. Wound hurts. Body hurts. Everything hurts. Vision cloudy. Walking hurts. Shoulder hurts. Everything hurts. Emiya. He looks back. I am falling behind mainly because body not working good. Then Tosaka looks at me with straight face. Let's rest a bit. It should be hard for you to even walk, Shiro. No, I'm super good. We should go home as soon as we can. Either her place or my place. We're having a sleepover, and we're having a sleepover whether we like it or not. It's kind of situation we're in. Doesn't matter which. I want to go back to Tosaka's house. Tosaka's house is where Fujini is. Fujini, protect me. I need her. Don't worry about this. It's not like it has poison. Saber's sword doesn't have poison in it, right? Have we talked about that? I should probably have learned about her sword when she was my servant. I don't think it has poison. I really hope it doesn't have poison. I ignore Tosaka and I'm just gonna walk. How pitiful, my knees are about to snap. You push yourself too much. It's suicidal to fight Kazuki with that wound of yours. Take a rest and they won't come after us. I think so. We should get back as fast as we can. It's not that painful. Adrenaline is one hell of a drug. Don't say that. It's not painful when you're bleeding that much. I don't know why you want to go home so much. You need to rest. She's yelling. Yeah. Not quite back to normal, but she's close. She's lacking her usual calmness. She's an emotional person because she's a girl. I'm sure her anger is going to be unstoppable soon. Are you listening? You are not Kirai. It's a nuisance to have you leaving a trail of blood. First of all, how did it even end up like this? I did tell you to go to the church. But couldn't you tell it was dangerous right away? Don't make fun of me. I could understand that. I could tell stuff was super duper bad. Go home right away, idiot. Not only that, you burst in with unhealed wounds, and on top of that, projection. Of course your wounds are worse. We got very angry, Tosaka. When's the last time we saw this sprite? I'm trying to remember if we've ever even seen that one, but that's a good one. Why do you push yourself that much? Tosaka is going off. No, but isn't that painful? It's more painful for you, right? Go home. You can complain there. I wanted to get home. She really needs to vent. Huh? She wipes her face as if she is messed up and turns away. I can't think what to say, and that was... I can't believe it. That guy made me cry. A guy made me cry.
she murmurs while looking down, and then, Tosaka, you're holding my hand, reaching out, touching me, touching you.
Shut up! Take responsibility, idiot!
I won't. Don't pull on the arm that is broken in a bajillion ways. That's my stabbed arm. This place was a foreigner's cemetery some time ago. Once Tosaka walks down to the grassy area, she finally lets go of my hand. Hey, Tosaka. No, we can't do a detour.
Just sit.
Her intensity doesn't let me object. I sit down now. I wheelie hood. Ow! Everything is broken.
Turn your back to me. Don't turn around, no matter what. I am going to get so off if I look at your stupid face.
I hear a sound behind me. We sit down back to back on grass. I cannot grasp what meaning there is to this. Tosaka is silent, but she told me not to turn. Nothing to do, so I just look up at the sky. It's so pretty. I gasp at how vast is it because we were under the rocks and the dirt? Or is it because the sky is sorry? Either way, the winter night is beautiful. I forget pain. I don't mind Tosaka's body heat. I can feel it through my back. I gaze blankly at the dark sky. I forget everything. How long have we been sitting like this? A boy and a girl sitting together in a cemetery? Are we going full Heathers? Our love is God. The person next to me talks in a calm voice.
Yay! I'm just talking to myself, and we don't get to see Emiya's face. Are you sure you should be putting weight on your left shoulder right now, on your left arm right now? I feel that that left arm should look a lot worse than it does right now.
I see. I can't reply if she's just talking to herself. I'm just gonna look up at the stars.
I might have made a bit of a mistake. I should have done what Archer said and defeated Castor in the beginning without caring how I did it. I was trying to find an opening since I was just worried about making small sacrifices. In the end, I'm sacrificing the whole town the way things are looking now.
She's talking words. She's saying words. In short, Tosaka saying words, but she wants to reflect on her stuff, but wanted someone else to also do it.
I don't mean to complain. I always screw up when it matters most. I can handle the second, third most important thing with ease, but I have problems with the most important thing.
The sky is pretty. It looks pretty. I look at the stars, Tosaka. Things are looking. Oh, that's a dot. I like dots. Are those dots stars, or I might be about to pass out? On the other hand, the temperature is super cold. I don't care about myself, but why doesn't Tosaka wear a jacket? I'm worried.
It's not only Archer's responsibility that he went over to that side either. I am the one who let Castor be. I said that earlier, but I got cornered all of a sudden.
She sighs. I can't see, but maybe she has breath that is white. Breath of fire. That's a game I heard of. I think it good, but I don't play finish of it.
I think you're supposed to ask why here.
Sorry. What is thing?
I'm saying I don't want to regret anything. He said I'm not the type to regret my actions, but it seems like it's a crucial moment right now. Since you said such a thing, I felt depressed that I made the mistake even more so.
Ah, I see. I don't get what I see, but Archer said stuff. Tosaka doesn't regret anything.
It's only now it's infuriating, but I agree with Archer's opinion.
I agree with Archer. He said smart things. There's nothing for you to regret.
Caster's doing what she wants, and even Archer became fed up with me. This is because I didn't do this the right way.
You aren't wrong, you just screwed up. I know a lot about screwing up. I got lots of bad ends in this playthrough. As long as you're not in the wrong, it's okay to be proud, even if things don't go your way. Man, I hope I have enough hearts for things to go good. They might not. In the process, you walk down the path you think is good, then you're not wrong. Most people would realize that's the path they choose itself was wrong. But she's different. Any path she chooses should be something she's proud of. I have a neck. That's too much neck. We don't need to be seeing people's necks out here. Seeing like the nape of the neck? No. Too much. Be honest, you always were shiny. I won't regret anything. I believe what I'm doing is correct, but it's full of patches. This game has been patched. I don't know what they did, but I hope it made it better. I won't regret stuff. I want to make tragedies that happen into meaning stuff and believing path is right. But you're different, right? Whenever you regret stuff, I bet you deliver twice as much payback. I conceal regret with patches and swords. I like swords. Swords are pretty. But you go destroy your pieces and have a face. Come on top, and I bet you get really sad sometimes. What comes after is super scary. I think you would make whoever made you depressed super duper depressed in return.
What is that? Are you trying to finish me off?
I figured I'd say it while you're down. I'd kick you, but I can't feel my legs. Isn't it true? Or you gonna give up? I also say it as I'm thinking that to myself. Tosaka isn't answering, but somehow I think she smiled, as though she pulled herself together. Lots of quiet. Tosaka said everything she wanted to say. He goes silent again. I look up at the night sky. We should go home, but neither of us can stand up. Mainly because my body is kind of broken. So we're just gonna sit here a while.
Why did you help me, Shiro?
I can't explain. Because I'm an idiot. I'm the protagonist. I do stupid stuff. Lots of reasons. Feel like it's silly to explain them. That's how I feel, so I just tell her what I need to tell her the most. This pendant is like super familiar, right? I show her the pendant. That's what I thought. She tried to hide it, but she made a mistake again. Man, Tosaka makes lots of mistakes. She's a dummy.
Why do you have that?
Found it in your room. Oh, you might be surprised when you get home. Sorry, I kind of knocked over your table. I give her the pendant.
What about it?
Well, I have the same pendant at home. I picked it up when I got my heart exploded. Man, that happened like over a week ago. Man, it's been a busy week. I kind of hinted that night, and then... You have the same thing? Osaka gasped as though she saw something she shouldn't have. Did I say something weird? Not really. More importantly, why would that be the reason you helped me? Who cares about the pendant? Yeah, it's just an afterthought. Confess, I admired Rin Tosaka for a long time. It's a problem, but I got to like you even more after talking with you. Even though you tried to shoot me once. But I don't want you to die, and I just jumped without thinking. Man, my ankles really hurt. Don't say that directly. You'll get the wrong idea if you keep talking without thinking. But I really like you, you pretty girl. I pass out now. I became obstinate and just immediately reply. It's not a lie. No misunderstanding. Idiot, that's why you jumped in suicidal. You are such a big idiot. Osaka just keeps calling me an idiot. Criticizingly, but I don't feel bad. The night sky is beautiful and I feel calm. Most of all, I'm really Tosaka's back to her usual self, and I'm glad I'm beyond the point of feeling any pain. I am just numb all over. Yay! Let's go home. I need you to give me a piggyback ride, though. Give me your hand. It should be hard to stand even with that wound of yours. No, she doesn't give me a piggyback ride. She just pulls me up. So, we don't owe anything anymore. Let's not count today's incident. Yeah, sure, that helps. I don't know what that pendant meant to Tosaka. I bet I'd feel more indebted to Tosaka if I found out. Tosaka didn't want that and said the incidents offset each other. Guess that's why Tosaka shouldn't feel indebted. And we leave the foreigner cemetery. One thing I'm not clear of right now, are there two pendants? Because, like, I thought Shiro took a pendant with him after the heart explosion. But it was also that maybe he didn't take it with him. He just saw it there. I think that's what it must have been. He must have just seen it there. But if there's a second pendant, there's a whole other set of lore in my head that I need to get straight. On the way back, thanks for saving me, Shiro. It did help. Osaka adds with embarrassment. We go down the hill. There are two pendants right now. Shiro brought one home and found an identical... Alright. Okay. So... Okay. Rin said that amulet was like the biggest gift she got from her father. So... does she have multiple gifts from her father? Or where did that second pendant come from? I think I know. I think we have a certain stupid red jacket jerk who's responsible for it. We're about to go back to our home ground where we can be at ease. Osaka heads for my place instead of hers as if it's natural. No, we need to go to her place. That's where Fujini is. No! Back to her house! Her house! No! Why? To summon a servant, you need to have something important to them in their life on you. Alright, and she had that at the time. Got it. We're back at my place. I never thought we'd make it back alive, so the tension in my shoulder relaxes as soon as I get to the living room and my shoulder falls off. I'm dizzy.
You can't stay standing, idiot.
Tosaka's right. I think the last part was a little unnecessary. Little just being mean. How many times did she call me an idiot today? Set a new record. Whoa, personal best. P beat it. Come here. It would be bad if we didn't replace the bandages, at least. I just nod. I can use the first aid kit, right? Oh, as expected from a house with a dojo. Why? Because there's this many scissors in here, but it's rare to see a first aid kit with needles and threads? Seriously? Take off your clothes, show me the wound. I can't move my arms to do that. I don't know why you're being so hesitant, but who do you think treated your wound in the first place? At that time, I was unconscious, and I'm only semi-unconscious now. Stop whining and hurry up. Your wound is special. We have to treat it, or else it won't heal. This isn't fair. I can't complain if she tells me with a face like that. I'll leave it to you. It's burning hard. Try. Give up. You're in personal space, but it'd be weird if you tried to bandage me from far away, so it's okay this time. I'm troubled as well. It's so embarrassing having her stand here in my body. We got stabbed so early, and I've had to go through the I am tired and lost blood voice for way too long. But I'm sticking with it, dang it. You really push yourself. It was healing, but it opened up again. Jeez, I can't get mad at you if I see a wound like this. She talks mean, yet she gently touches my wound. She puts her hand inside my body. Ah! Oh, I'm getting dizzy for a different reason. I was calm even when we were that close, but now my heart is unstable, and I don't know where to look. Oh, man. I mutter inside and hit my boiled head, but it does no good. Temperature inside my head is super duper hot. Tosaka, that's enough. Just bandage me up, please. You don't call that treatment. I take it back. I am super. You went out with a hack job like this. I think I got slapped. I can't feel it. Why? You have no idea. You should thank me for going easy on you. Saying that, she takes something that looks like a homemade ointment. That hurt, right? I healed the dead nerves, so it'll hurt for a while. And this is painkiller. Enjoy it. It'll hurt until it blends in, so don't do anything reckless. She puts the jelly on my wound. Wait, is that just strawberry jam? What the heck? Well, I know it makes me feel better. You should feel somewhat better once you wrap the bandage around it. Thanks, Tosaka. I feel good. I try not to make eye contact, because I'm bad. Glad I treated it. Yeah, it'd be more helpful since I don't think it's gonna heal. Lost the magic stuff. Of course, I'm going to heal it as long as I'm treating it. Finishing treatment, Tosaka stands up and then he goes to the kitchen. Well, we haven't eaten yet. We haven't eaten since breakfast. What are you doing? I'm getting dinner. You haven't eaten anything, right? I haven't either. Why are we having we need to eat, my dude. Stop. Don't be a jerk. Just eat something. Tosaka declares while glaring in the fridge. Okay, so questions now. Where the heck are Shinji and Ilya? What are they doing right now? Sounds of clashing tableware. It's past. You don't eat past 10 o'clock. That's bad for you. But oh well, I guess it's better than eating nothing. Dinner was made by both of us. Princess Tosaka wanted Japanese cuisine, but didn't even know how to make miso soup. Makes me worried what our school is teaching girls in cooking class. I hope it's a voluntary thing and it's not like the girls are forced to go into cooking class. I do kind of wish I took home ec at some point, but never really had that option. What? Did we have a home ec class at some point? I think we might have had a home ec class in like middle school, but I think I took typing instead. And I'm really glad I took typing, because typing rules. I'm really glad I took a typing class. Otherwise, to this day, I would still probably be like doing that as I type on a keyboard. She must be hungry as her bowl is almost empty. I don't have much appetite right now. Probably because not a time to be eating. Mostly because I just haven't said it yet. Withdraw now. I haven't expressed my thoughts to Tosaka, who told me that when she left. Tosaka, I have something I kind of want to talk to you about. I put my chopsticks down. What? I've been thinking about why I joined the battle and what I want to do. Yeah? She urges me on as she sips on the miso soup. Puts my spirit down, but I put my strength in my abdomen, refusing to lose. At first, it was because I was kind of dragged into this, and I wanted to do something about the war since I was here, but it has nothing to do with being a master or being dragged into it. I like being a hero. I really have a hero complex, and that's why I need to protect everyone. I don't care about the master thing. It just makes no difference in the fact that I'm going to fight, even if I'm not a master, now that I've lost Saber. I said ready for Tosaka's rebuttal, but Tosaka... Oh, I get it. Gives an absent-minded answer. Hey, I just said something straight from the heart. Yeah, I'm listening. You're going to fight by yourself, right? Can't stand the fact people are dying rather than the fact that you might die. I kind of already got this about you. You kind of wear your heart on your sleeve, idiot. Why you decide to fight no matter how weak you are. If she sees through a part of me even I didn't know about. I guess that's true. What's with the face? You look like a squirrel that has licked sugar. Well, I thought you were going to object and we would have like a... You opened up your heart to me, so I was going to open up my heart to you. I thought we were going to have a nice emotional back and forth, but you're just like, yeah, I know. Of course I do, but I can't complain when you saved me because of that stupid hero complex. Besides, I know that you're like that no matter how much I try to stop you. I don't know why, but... So Sokka, we're still cool, right? You're not going to try to kill me? I just need to make sure. Just so I'm like 100%. I'm already like 99% sure we're cool, but I really need to be 100%. Yeah, can't be helped, so I will go with it. First of all, I'll be worried that I won't be able to sleep soundly if I let you on your own. And... Takes a deep breath, after getting ready for some reason. We got a cute bowl sprite. To say it like you would, I don't hate you. That's how it is for me, so you don't have a problem being together, right? Osaka hands me her bowl. That was basically a confession. She's in love with me. Yay! Or at least she's in love with rice. I'm okay either way. How long did it take me to realize she's asking for seconds? Oh yeah, it's rice, yeah. I don't care how much of a tiger you are, it's what I want. I take the bowl and open the rice cooker, swing the rice paddle, and hand it back to her with an extra portion. Fine. I'm hungry and the food's good. Osaka starts eating the mountain of rice. I let out a smile. Hello, birds. Everything has gone wrong. Everything is awful. We're doomed. We're screwed. But at least we have a rice cooker full of rice. That's all we got for us. Hope you're doing good, worst. I bet I'm eating with a really happy expression. But I can't put my smile away even if I'm aware. I've had to put on the slightly drunken voice because we got stabbed like a day ago and we have not recovered. So we are running on fumes for like the last day. We have Bird. Bird, can you save us from all of the evil in the world that kind of overwhelms us? Bird can. I believe in Bird. Well, drinking tea together after dinner. Projection has limitations. Looks like its powers are unlimited since it makes you think your images are real, but it has rules. The key to understand of those rules is durability and the things projected. It's the strength of its existence. Are we going to learn things we already know? Strength of its existence, you mean its flimsiness? For someone who doesn't know anything, you sure do know some boring stuff, but you're not right, but you're not wrong. Projection is where you completely reproduce the real thing from your own imagination. There is no exception. You can't project it if it's not perfect inside of you, as if it's a shadow of the true object. Projection Magecraft doesn't even allow a minute to waste. So I've got like unlimited swords in my heart. And unlimited blade works, if you will. Basically, things created by projection have the same strength as you imagine it. Got it. Close to the mage's knowledge of the real thing, it becomes more perfect. Wait, that's weird. I projected Archer's swords, but Kazuki destroyed them. I know Caster made him even super duper stronger, but they aren't strong enough to destroy a phantasm. Does that mean that Kancho and Bakuya that I projected is inferior? Yeah. It means you suck, but it's fine. You can suck less. There's a limitation and the strength of its existence. Projection is just projection. It is not creation. What creates the projection is the mage's image. So when there's a flaw in the image, it vanishes. So I need to think of a perfect sword. What's a perfect weapon I can make? Is this a perfect weapon? Can I use this as a weapon? No, I don't know how the insides of it work. I just know it sometimes sucks and drifts. Right. That's why the flaw is created after it is projected. Let's see. For example, let's say you projected the famous sword that would never break. Tosaka nods. But there's no such thing as a sword that never breaks. Just by having a personality trait of it never breaking in its expression method, tradition and sales pitch, it can still chip and break. Wait, does that mean that my image was wrong? Since I make a sword that won't break, right? Can I do that? No, at that point you can't. Shiro, what you imagined was a sword that never breaks, right? If the sword never breaks in real life, then what you projected is a lie. That is not because the sword broke. That's not because the sword broke. I am fast forwarding through this because I feel like we understand projection like 99% of the way, but just in case she says something that's actually important that I don't already at least have a concept of, I feel I should read it. Unfortunately. Even though it's time for bed, why can't we go to sleep? At the point it broke, the sword that won't break and the sword that just broke right now are two different things. It's because the scale between you and reality tips. So to sum it up, I need to change reality. So I imagine a sword that won't break projected, but the sword that I project broke. At that point, since I denied the sword myself, hey, this sword breaks in real life, but projection disappears. Close enough. You projected Archer's swords, and I don't know how you ranked Archer's swords, but you yourself didn't imagine a sword that would get destroyed. But the sword got destroyed. At that point you thought, these aren't Archer's swords. So the projection was denied. So even if it breaks, we still have to think it's still perfect. It's not the enemy that makes the projection weapon disappear, it's yourself. Got it. So I just have to really, really believe that my swords are actually super duper cool and super duper original and so much cooler than anything you make. Got it. Oh, Tasaka's stunned. Tasaka's staring at me as I sip my tea and tilt my head in wonder. Why did we start talking about this again? I kind of want to go to bed and save. Come to think of it, I thought we were discussing our strategy. Well, part of our strategy is me making good swords because that's one of our only weapons. What are you talking about we would be doing? Shiro, do you want to try Projection Magecraft fully fledged? I remember now we were so stuck that we started placing hope in things that are impossible. First of all, I can manage to project swords, but that never helped me before, so that's probably not gonna help much. Oh, she's looking at me weird again. I wonder why she makes weird faces when talking about projection stuff. Let's confirm the situation. The enemy is Caster. We can't do anything as long as she's protected by Kazuki, whose skills are in close combat, and Archer, who went to the other side. On top of that, it's only a matter of time until Saber will be manipulated, in which we have like a day or two. Yeah, but Archer's side, Saber isn't under control yet. Gives us a chance. There is no chance to win once Saber submits. I'm not letting that happen. She told me to run, and for the sake of Saber, who was crying, I'm gonna save her. That's right. Raise your hand if you have an idea, Shiro. Do you have any good ideas? A plan that'll be a solution to the current situation? There's a way to oppose Caster. There's no such thing. The only thing is to break through from the front. We can't break through from the front. Is there a secret passage in the church? It's impossible with just two of us. We need the other master. Heavily leaning towards having to cooperate with the other master. As far as we know, it's just Ilya. It's just Ilya and whoever Lancer's master is, but we don't know who that is yet. We don't know it's Kirai in this timeline. I think we're going to go off on a branch at this point, so I think this is a good point for us to save. This is a good point for us to stop and figure stuff out, because we're hosed. We're super duper hosed. I don't think we can charge to the front. I think there's like a 0% chance of success. Like a 10% chance breaking through the front works, but I think we have to cooperate with other masters. Ideally, we try to figure out how to buff our own abilities, but that doesn't seem to be an option. But for now, let's get out of here. Hope everyone's doing alright. This was a fun one. But, like, doing the, like, drunken / blood loss voice for almost the entire stream is really getting to me, I'm feeling. Check the flowchart? Okay, let's check the flowchart. What's going on up here? Yeah, I don't think I checked the flowchart all day. I'm sure things aren't bad. What could possibly be bad? So this split determines by how much Reinhardt we have. Okay. And this is the one where we went to go search for... You don't need to do... I want to do the drunk voice. I like the drunk voice. I have fun with it. But it's like... Shiro's an idiot. For not healing, but he needs to do all these things and stuff. But so this is the split from Rin having enough heart points, so we got the choice. So then what was this? Is this like the choice of like if we didn't have enough Reinhardt points, just straight up bad end right there?
This was the choice of us charging in or letting Rin try to escape, which Rin was almost certainly going to die. That is Shiro not thinking about Rin. Yeah, that is the choice of Shiro not thinking about Rin. Okay. We got 3 choices coming up. We had enough Rin points to get this far. Hopefully we're able to continue going. Oh, things are bad for us. Things are super bad for us. But yeah, we are at the 11th. Last time on the 11th, we actually defeated Berserker last time. Oh boy. But do you know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing that these days... The thing I'm seeing is that Heaven's Feel on that route on day 10, a bajillion things are going to happen that day. A bajillion things are going to happen on day 9 in Heaven's Feel. Bajillion things are going to happen here. Heaven's Feel is going to be a longin'. That's what I'm getting from this flowchart. What in the heck is going to happen on day frickin' 9 and 10 on Heaven's Feel? That absolutely terrifies me. Oh boy. Still got a few days left. But it looks like we're at the end of the day. Close to it, at least. You are not prepared for Heaven's Field. I am not prepared for Heaven's Field. I'm terrified. I am terrified, and I will readily admit I'm terrified because, like, the biggest fear of this game was the routes are not going to feel different enough. That fear has been dissuaded completely. So I am very hyped and very terrified of Heaven's Field. In a good way, I think. For now, I need to go cook, and I need to go take care of dogs. Lots of dogs need taken care of right now. Oh boy. What do I have a notification from? Alright, whatever. Who is streaming at the moment so we can share a little bit of love too? Next stream, on Thursday, we will hopefully, unless another hurricane pops up out of nowhere, we will be streaming with our buddy The Worst Heroes on his channel. We will be continuing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations Recipe for Turnabout. But for now, who is streaming? Well, let's go hang out with our buddy Atikesh. Atikesh is doing some Fist of the North Star. And I have no idea what that is. I've never actually seen Fist of the North Star. All I know about Fist of the North Star is... That's all I know about it. Literally. All I know about Fist of the North Star. So let's go hang out with Atikesh. Chill out with him. If you feel like participating in the raid. We do have raid commands. You've activated my raid card because branding, both a subbed and unsubbed version. Thanks so much to everyone who joined us today. This was... a wild one. This story keeps getting more and more insane, and I love it all the more. It is some good stuff, and I cannot wait to make really bad decisions soon, because I have a feeling I'm going to make a very bad decision at the start of next stream. All right. Thanks so much to everyone who joined us today, and thanks to everyone who supported us during September. Again, my freaking heart last month, at the very end of the month, for all the love and support. It is... So I didn't say when our next actual stream is. We have the worst stream coming up, and our next stream will probably be on Saturday. It will maybe Saturday evening. I doubt we'll be able to do it tomorrow because I think my voice is about to give out. But so anticipate the next Fate's Day night stream on Saturday. Until next time, fare thee well. Ta ta.